Michael, fess up!
His dad and stepmom co-signed the truck loan. Now he's left them stuck with the bill.
If it was between my dad and I, we wouldn't be here.
Somebody's got to be aggravated with this lawsuit. Byrd doesn't want to be aggravated with this lawsuit. All right? Michael, fess up!
David and Annette Dixon want David's son, 30-year-old Michael Dixon, to pay them back for his repossessed truck. Michael says the debt was paid.
Order, all rise. Quiet in the courtroom. Now, this is case number 440 on the calendar in the matter of Dixon versus Dixon. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated.
Mr. Dixon, this is your son.
Yes, it is.
And some time ago, according to your complaint, he wanted to buy a truck.
That's correct.
Couldn't get credit on his own,
That's right.
so you co-signed for the truck.
Yes, I did.
How old were you at the time, sir?
That would make me 19.
And you're 30 now?
Yes, I am.
And how long did you have this truck?
Roughly 2.5 years.
And then it got repossessed
That's correct.
because you stopped making.
Payments. Yes.
And then you were about 20 years old, so everything was terrific. And your father says that the credit company came after him.
That's correct, yes. They came after me, and they repossessed it, and they auctioned it off, and the balance was due on it was $4,400. And they were going to come after me and take me to court if I didn't start making payments. So I agreed to start making the payments of $200 a month, and I told my boy that this is going to have to be taken care of, and he just basically said it wasn't his problem. And
He was 21 years old at the time.
no, I didn't get the paperwork until '96, July of '96, when they came after me.
So for 8 years, they were quiet.
No,
No, it was
it's wrong.
it was repossessed in, I think, in '89.
No, 90.
I mean, or '90.
You're Mrs. Dixon?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Are you his mother?
No, I'm. I am his stepmother.
When did you become his stepmother?
In 1989.
When, for the first time, did you hear from this credit company?
And on July of '96, we got some documents in the mail from this lawyer that was taking over the case to retrieve the money that was owed on it.
Now, Mr. Dixon, so what you're telling me is between the time that the truck was repossessed
Yes.
in 1989 until 1996, you knew nothing about the fact that there was a deficiency when the truck was repossessed?
I was not aware of it, no.
Now, you were made aware, however, between 1989 and 1996 that there were monies owed on the truck?
No, I wasn't. Chrysler sent me a letter saying that it was sold for more than it was owed.
Let me see that.
I don't have. It was 9 years ago. I don't have that. I don't keep that records.
Your
that
Honor, I have paperwork here showing about the repossession, the year. I have letters from the attorney.
Does anybody have any letters between 1989 and 1996?
Yes,
Can I see them?
yes. But, Your Honor, what gets me about this whole thing is our grandchildren.
It's been on my...
Our presents, for the kids' presents are sitting right here that they didn't get for Christmas.
I called my dad, told me to come by with him.
This has all been because of all this that's been going on.
How many children do you have?
I have 3.
Your Honor, this is the second time we've taken him to court. 1996, they pulled the same thing. They moved, did not let us know where the kids were living. And also, my husband finally got to see him at Christmas down at his other son's house.
Well,
That
what's
was
the-
in '96.
It was in 96.
So
They kept us from us for 5 months, grandkids.
he stated to me that the way things are at this point, it wouldn't be a good idea for us to see the kids, the
You've
grandchildren.
always been welcome. You have always been welcome.
Mr. Dixon, what's the problem, while I'm looking this over, with your father visiting with the children?
I called him and told him he's welcome to come anytime he wants.
But see, you heard him say, I was welcome, not my wife.
That is correct. He
Why
was
is
welcome.
that?
Because this is the reason we're here is because of her.
Why?
Because,
Well, tell me. Why do you
well,
think the
because this
reason?
is what she does for a living.
What do you mean this is what you...
Sues.
I do not.
No, come on. That's only giving me one-word answers.
Well, she's got several other cases that she's suing other people for, and that's what this is all about.
Well,
If it was between my dad and I, we wouldn't be here.
It's not
You
true,
think so?
Michael.
Yes?
well, let me tell you this. This is a confession of judgment that I'm looking at. Have you seen it?
No. Judgment? For what?
Well, it's a confession of
copies.
judgment before lawsuit. And it's against your father by the finance company. Whereas he agrees to pay the balance due, which was $4,400, sir, so that they wouldn't sue him.
I've got paperwork that says it's a paid repossession, that I owe zero, that...
Well, but if that's true, sir, then you should take that up with the credit company. You should take care of what your father has been paying and then take it up with the credit card company.
It's not my, I've done my time on it. I mean,
No,
yes,
sir.
it's been a paid repossession. I had paperwork showing that it was paid.
All right. First, A, you don't have the paperwork to show me. B, even if you did, your father is the innocent party. You bought the truck. You used the truck. You stopped paying on the truck. Defaulted on the loan. They repossessed your truck, right?
That's correct.
And he's paying. Now, if he's paying, and he's paying because the credit company is wrong, why should he have the aggravation of having to deal with them when it was your problem? You were guilty. You bought something you couldn't pay for. You stopped paying for it. They came and repossessed it. He was a good guy and co-signed for you, right?
Yeah.
So you got to take over the aggravation. Why should he have the aggravation?
Well, maybe we ought to check into the records. Maybe they're wrong.
Who's wrong?
Wherever they get this paperwork.
With that paperwork.
Right! What do you mean we? You. Not him.
I'm not being sued by them.
Michael, it's your problem, sir. You're a grown-up. Your father merely did you a favor and said, I will guarantee the payment. Certainly, they can go after him. But it's your problem. Don't you understand that? Sir.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
They'll end up, hopefully, still loving each other, but not you. You're supposed to be in the background, and you're not supposed to instigate trouble.
And later today,
You couldn't tell which phone calls were hers and which phone calls were yours.
Yes.
Because you were dating her brother.
No, she was
Well,
dating
she was
my
dating
brother.
your brother.
I don't even know your brother.
Listen, hey,
Since when?
Miss Hunter, don't talk to each other, because you annoy me.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. David and Annette Dixon say they had to pay the bank for his son, Michael's repossessed truck. Michael says the repossession took care of the debt.
Michael, there comes a time you have to grow up, sir, and accept responsibility for what you do. How many kids do you have?
3.
You take care of them?
Oh, yeah, very well.
Do you have a father who tried to do the same for you? You have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I do.
Do you see them?
Oh, yeah.
Do you see them?
Yes.
And as far as your kids are concerned, you never use your children as
I never have.
good. All right.
Never have used them
Fine.
as a tool.
Then don't. Don't. It's the wrong thing to do. In this situation, this is your aggravation. Somebody's got to be aggravated with this lawsuit. Byrd doesn't want to be aggravated with this lawsuit. Right? Right? Your father shouldn't be aggravated with this lawsuit. If somebody made a mistake, then you should say, Pop, they made a mistake. Let me take it over and I'll look into it. And I'll take care of it. So, Michael, fess up.
Your Honor.
Listen, let me tell you something about being a stepmother.
Yes.
You're supposed to butt out.
Okay.
Because they'll end up, hopefully, still loving each other. But not you. You're supposed to be in the background, and you're not supposed to instigate trouble. You got it? Good. All right. But meanwhile, you're suing for $4,000. Now, is that what you have actually paid?
No, we have paid $1,600 on this. He has paid me a total of $400 in 14 months.
So you have been making some payments, sir?
So yeah, I gave him just to keep her happy, to keep him happy.
So you acknowledge some sort of responsibility.
Just to keep my dad and I on good terms, I would have done anything.
Well, that's good. So far, you've paid $1,600. Is that right?
Yes, we have.
And according to you, Michael, you are going to be able to establish that this truck was sold without a deficit, correct?
Yes.
Good! Then I am going to give you, sir, an interim order. Your out-of-pocket so far is $1,600. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Good. In the event, of course, Michael, that you cannot establish to the satisfaction of the credit company that they are mistaken, this is without prejudice to your father, if he has to, coming back here, if you refuse to take on the obligation for the remainder of the bill, coming back to court to seek the remainder of the judgment. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Judgment in this case is for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,600. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out. Out this way, ma'am. Back, go to your rack, please.
Used to be real tight. Yeah, used to be. We used to work together every day.
And he said, I can come over.
Don't you remember
But she cannot.
Because we
And-
wouldn't be here.
That's
If it was just you and I, we wouldn't be here.
That's
Why
not right.
not, Michael?
You know we wouldn't be here.
And now the next case.
Parties on Hunter versus Harvey. Step forward, please.
24-year-old Stephanie Hunter says her former roommate, 24-year-old Katrina Harvey, owes her for long-distance phone calls.
All right, this dispute is about a phone bill.
Yes.
You were living with the plaintiff, is that correct?
Yes, I was.
How did it come about that she was living with you?
Me and Katrina have been friends since we were about 16 years old. We were really close. She stayed with me before she moved away. I guess she was having problems down in Carolina where she was at. She decided she wanted to come back to California. I told her if she wanted to come back, you know, she can come stay with me until she got on her feet. And she did that.
And the only arrangement was that she paid for her own long-distance phone calls.
Well, what it was is she paid me $100. She only stayed a month, and she was supposed to pay for her own phone bill. Yes,
Okay.
all the phone calls that she made, she was supposed to pay for it.
Okay. And you say she left and didn't pay the phone bill.
Right.
And how much was her phone bill?
The phone bill was $362 and
For 1 month.
for 1 month. It was $362.65.
Okay. Your defense.
When I moved there, originally I was there for like 3 weeks total. And when I first got there, I gave her $100. And she said, the only thing I want you to pay for is for your phone calls. So I said, well, apply that to the phone calls.
She's lying.
Just a second.
No, you're
Wait,
lying.
Just a second.
She is lying.
Shh. Hey.
Okay.
First of all, madam, what you're telling me now is nothing remotely similar to what you put in your answer, which I have. I mean, that's a good story.
No, but I told
But that's a
your-
good story. But in your answer, you say.
Well, she just told you that I gave her 100.
Listen to me. In your answer, you say that you agreed to pay the phone bill, but the problem was you couldn't tell which phone calls were hers and which phone calls were yours.
Yes.
Because you were dating her brother.
No, she was
Well,
dating
she was
my
dating
brother.
your
I
brother.
don't even know your brother.
Listen, hey,
Since when?
Miss Hunter, listen to me. Don't talk to each other, because you annoy me.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I don't have any sister.
You do have a sister.
I do not have any sister.
You do have a sister.
Just give me a sister then. Tell my mother that.
Girl,
Let her know that. She
God,
has extra children.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Stephanie Hunter is suing her former roommate, Katrina Harvey, for unpaid phone bills. Katrina claims they both made calls to the same phone number, making them equally responsible for the phone bills.
She was dating your brother, and Both of you were calling your brother, which accounts for a lot of the long-distance calls, and that's your defense. It had nothing to do with this $100 that you say you gave her on deposit.
Both of us were not necessarily calling my brother. My phone calls were made to, when I moved out here and I was not having any type of problems, I just decided to come back. When I decided to come back, she, God, I forgot my thought.
Because you're lying.
No.
Miss Hunter, listen to me. Miss Hunter, if you speak to her again, I'm going to dismiss your lawsuit.
Okay.
Understood?
Okay.
And then you're going to leave here with nothing.
Okay.
Not even the opportunity of having it heard.
Okay.
The calls that I were making were to my place of employment because I transferred out here. That number
Can I
and
see
my
the phone
son's father is the only. I've made some calls to my brother, but not as numbered, not as nearly any of that.
All right. Now, 803 is where you came from, is that right?
Yes.
Area code 803.
Mm-hmm.
And what's 813?
I have no idea what 813 is.
The highlighted portions are Trina's call.
Judge,
excuse me?
The highlighted portions are Trina's call, and Judge,
Just a second, you say that. But what I'm trying to figure out is most of these calls are to an 803.
Mm-hmm. That's Columbia, South Carolina.
Right.
The ones that are circled in blue are mine. They're a bottom portion. There's about 5 phone calls that are mine.
I understand that.
And that's to Newcastle.
Listen to me.
The 813, I don't know.
St. Petersburg, Florida. Who lives in St. Petersburg, Florida?
Her
who
friend
knows?
Angela.
She has a million men. Who knows? Who
Listen to me.
knows in Florida?
Hey,
who knows?
One more time, and then you're both gone. Do me a favor. Would you add up all these Newcastle calls here for me?
Sure.
And how does she want a reconnect fee when her phone was already disconnected long before she ever received that bill?
Just a second.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. You was calling me from a payphone harassing me.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
Trina, that was after that.
Very good.
$50.73, Judge.
Now, $312. How much, madam, did you give her towards your phone bill?
$100.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that the $100 was towards that, because if it was, you would have absolutely included it in your answer. So forget about the $100. You didn't give her $100 towards your long-distance bill as soon as you walked in.
Yes, I did.
Well, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You lived in her house. There was gas, there was electric, there was food, there was all the,
I was there
other
for
things.
3 weeks, and
So
there
what?
is nothing that I would not have done for her.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I don't believe you, but let us assume I did believe you. You still would have owed her over $200 for the phone. How much did you give her?
I'm just trying to tell you that she was calling my brother just as much as I was using that phone. That's how come we cannot determine which one of those calls were hers and what were mine.
I can determine it. 803 is where you came from, correct?
Uh-huh. And my brother comes from 803, too.
Just a second. Do you have your last month's phone bill, the phone bill?
Yes, I do.
A couple of months ago. Can I take a look at
I
it?
do, and I also have my...
Shh, don't.
Okay.
Just give me what you have.
Okay. Here you go.
Because
This
what
one
I would
too.
like to do is just to compare to see how many times she called her brother in previous months.
She did not get in
Call her
touch with him
boyfriend.
until she got in touch with me.
You know, you got a good story all the time. I'm just going to look at this and see. Just a second. Now, she wasn't very close to your brother. No. She wasn't very close to your brother. And this is for what month? June? Oh, yes, this is the same month. Yeah. And then you come. I do not believe, madam, that you gave her $100 in advance towards your long-distance bill. I don't believe that at all. What you owe is $312, and the judgment in this case is for the plaintiff in the amount of $312. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
She's scandalous. You know what I'm saying? She's scandalous. Point blank, that's why she ain't got nothing, ain't gonna have nothing, ain't nothing good gonna come to her. Her family, her brothers, her sisters, I guess, her mom.
I don't have any sisters.
You do have a sister.
I do not have any sisters.
You do have a sister.
Just give me a sister then. Tell my mother that.
Girl,
let her know that. She
God,
has extra children.
She got a sister named Kathy. She lying. Girl, God gonna strike you down.
I had no inclination that he would ever.
Hey, just a second. He's not suing you. You're suing him.
You know what father would steal from their daughter?
Father and daughter torn apart by one loan too many.
I love this girl terribly, but I want her to grow up and take responsibility.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
Well, you know, there comes a time you got to stand on your own 2 feet, madam.
This man Frank Ferguson, 61, for stealing antiques and artwork. Frank is countersuing his daughter for her latest unpaid loan.
Order. All rise. Yeah, this is case number 469 on the calendar in the matter of Ferguson versus Ferguson. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Gentlemen, have seats.
Miss Ferguson, this is your father.
Yes, ma'am. Your Honor.
And you claim that your father has some valuable pieces of antique and paintings that belong to you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
And he said that he made a loan to you. Is that right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
One of many that he's made, but the last loan was for $2,000. When was that made, sir?
That was made on May 23rd, 1995.
And that these things were given as collateral for that loan.
No, Your Honor.
Is that right?
That's right.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So why don't you tell me how your father came into possession of your things?
I had purchased a home, and I rented a truck. The truck broke down. I took care of an elderly stroke patient, 6 days, 6 nights. I was out of time, out of desperation. I had rented trucks many other times.
Come on, just tell me. Let's get to it, please.
I'm sorry. Anyway, I asked him. He
agreed.
agreed.
Asked your father?
Yes.
To help
He owns
you.
a trucking company. He agreed. I never saw my things again.
That's not what you say in your complaint, madam. That's not what you say in your complaint. You don't say that you didn't get any of your things. You say some things were missing.
The things that he took from his truck, I never received.
You want to respond to that, please?
Yes, Your Honor. I own a trucking company. Dana lost her house in Woodland Hills, or Agora Hills, she got thrown out. She asked me to store this material. I had stuff in my warehouse for over 3 years. She bought a house after she had a settlement. I sent 7 loads of her stuff. I give her a little Toyota pickup truck to take a walk through my warehouse, to take anything that she thought was hers.
How much after the move did she come to do the walkthrough and you sent 7 loads of stuff to her house?
It was within weeks.
And how long ago was this?
Oh, this was 2 years ago.
Is that when you moved?
No, Your Honor.
When did you move?
I moved in October of 1994. He continued
just
to
a second.
Put me off.
Just a second.
I'm sorry.
1994
Yes, Your
is
Honor.
when this happened. So we're now talking 4 years ago almost, right? 4
Yes,
years.
Your Honor.
Now, he says that he stored stuff for you.
He did not store. There was never permission to store. I never...
He says that he sent 7 loads of stuff to your house.
It never came to my house.
Just let me understand this. This happened in 1994.
Yes.
Right. Now, when did you borrow $2,000 from your father?
I borrowed money from him on May 23rd, 1995. I was under the impression he would still relinquish all of my items to me. I had no inclination that he would ever. What father would steal from their daughter?
Just a second. He's not suing you. You're suing him.
You know what father would steal from their daughter?
I'm not sure whether he did. What I want to know, madam, is why, if he had your stuff in 1994, and you didn't get your stuff in 1994, so you were angry, I assume, right?
You know what? I wasn't angry. He kept telling me that I would get it. He couldn't get a truck. I kept offering trucks. It was like one excuse. You don't know this man. one excuse
Well, I
after
don't know him, but you know
another.
him. Listen to me. I don't know him, but you know him well enough. You borrowed another $2,000
I didn't know him like
from
that.
him. Tell me about the $2,000 that you borrowed from
Well,
him.
he must have trusted me to do that. I trusted
Why?
him.
Ms. Ferguson,
I trusted
why did
him.
you borrow $2,000 from him?
I borrowed it out of necessity.
Well, for what? What did you tell him? Tell me about it. You called him?
I called him. He said he's going to need more copies of my appraisals of my pictures. He wanted something else as collateral. He said that what he had.
Just a second.
He
We didn't get to the
couldn't
collateral yet.
Okay.
You called him up and said, I need money.
Right. He said.
Well, tell me about the conversation, madam, slowly.
Okay, I'm trying to.
Called him up and you said, I need money, right? And did he ask you what for?
Yeah. Yes.
And what did you say?
I said, well, after purchasing my home, I was in between jobs. May I borrow this? When you give me the rest of my stuff, I will, if I need to sell it, I'll sell it. Because he had everything I owned. But I trusted him. He's my father. What reason would I not have to trust him? I wouldn't lie about this. There's no reason for me to. He's taken my whole life away.
I'm still not following your story, madam. You want to tell me about this?
Okay, it's not the first time she needed money. She's an older lady now. I figured she needed responsibility. Last time she needed money, she needed $3,500. I told her to go to her attorney that she's handling the case. I'll give her the 30. She had a suit for damage. She got hurt in an accident. I love this girl terribly, but I want her to grow up and take responsibility. So I says, I'll give you the $3,500, but you've got to make sure I get it back. I have young children. I've got to make sure they're provided for. The court case was settled. I got my $3,500. Everything was fine. I get a phone call. She said, Dad, I need money. I can't make my payments on my house. I need $2,000. I says, Dana, I will not give you any money unless I have something in collateral. By this time, I had nothing. So I met her at this restaurant. I was with my nephew and one of my children, my younger ones. I let her make the note out. I give her the $5 $100 cashier's checks plus $1,500 in cash. She went out to her car, unloaded the stuff into my van.
Unloaded what stuff?
Stuff. I mean, she had a statue, some paintings rolled up. Mm-hmm. I had that as collateral. I didn't even know if it was worth anything. I just said, I want her to have responsibility. I can no longer just give her a thing. She has to take responsibility.
Okay. Good. Stop playing with the papers.
I'm sorry.
Stop playing with papers.
Pardon me.
A couple weeks later, she calls me up. I have to have my stuff. I've got to sell it. I said, Dana, you've left it for collateral. You've left it for collateral, honey. You've got to take responsibility.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment.
I'm humiliated by him. How embarrassing to have a father like this. I can't even walk into an art gallery anymore.
And later today.
It has cuffs, and so where I threw up was on this side, but when they dry cleaned it, they uncuffed it. Some throw up was still here.
How lovely.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Dana Ferguson claims her father stole antiques and artwork. He says the pieces were collateral for a $2,000 loan.
I was at Lake Mead, 4th of July weekend. All the families invited. All my daughters, my youngest daughter came up. Mark and his fiancée was there. She got sick, and they went home early. I get a phone call that Dana, her boyfriend, and his boyfriend's mother broke into the house.
Who did you get a phone call from?
Mark.
Mark, step up here. Okay, you're out on this trip. Is your father?
Yes.
Yes. Stepfather.
Stepfather?
I was on vacation at Lake Mead.
You went home early?
Yes.
And what happened when you went home?
The next morning, we were home, received a knock on the door. It was Dana, her boyfriend. She wanted to come into the house and get her stuff. I said, I know nothing about this. My stepfather, Frank, was on vacation. You'll have to wait until he gets back. I tried to close the door at that point. They pushed the door in, pushed me to the ground, roughed me up a little bit, came in and started taking things. I yelled at my fiancée to call the cops. She did. They came. The cops stopped them from taking the stuff, and they left.
Does that sound familiar to you?
Your Honor, it's twisted.
Did you go to the house?
Yes, after I was told everything was sold.
Just a second.
To
I don't
prove
care
it
what you were told.
wasn't.
Did you go to the house when your father wasn't home?
Yes, I was instructed to do so by my mom.
I don't care what your mom told you.
I know. You're right.
Police were called?
I wanted them to arrest me because then somebody would defend me. Somebody would have seen that all my things were there.
Listen, I believe your father, madam. I believe your father that he lent you $2,000. You acknowledge that he gave you $2,000 and he took things as collateral.
Have you seen the note, Your Honor?
What note?
This is the note. It only states 2 items.
Let me see.
And here's what he sent me only 2 months later. Okay.
Okay. This says that you have 2 items, sir, as held as collateral. And do you still have these 2 items in your possession?
She broke into the house and took one of those 2.
Which one did she take?
The statue.
Is that the bronze?
Yes.
Your Honor.
Mother and child?
Yes. Just she only had one of those.
Your Honor.
And the other one is an Erte?
Yes, I had it at the time.
Okay.
Luckily, the police made her put it back.
Your Honor.
What?
The van was searched. Everything was taken out. I wasn't allowed to. Nothing was relinquished back to me. Nothing. I didn't receive anything. I didn't take anything out of his house. I never asked for anything that belonged to him. I was willingly going to give him that $2,000. I had asked him, please allow for me to give you the $2,000 so I may have everything that belongs to me.
So why didn't you give him the $2,000?
Your Honor.
Who are you?
My name is Oscar Dustam. I'm a witness.
What did you see?
He never wanted to collect the $2,000. My family and I collected the money, and at that time, I spoke to Dana and tried to get in touch with her father, and he refused to get her things back.
Just a second, sir. Did you ever have a conversation with him?
No.
So you were going to get $2,000 and give it to her?
Yes.
But she never gave it to her father?
No, he refused.
Did you hear him say, I refuse?
Over the intercom, Your Honor.
Are you her boyfriend?
It's on a tape.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, I'm her boyfriend.
Are you the one who broke into the house when he wasn't home?
I did not break into the house, Your
Never
Honor.
broke in.
Are you the one that went into the house to retrieve property?
No, Your Honor. I stepped into the door, and by the time this gentleman, the stepson, came, he was feeling bad, and he came and he tried to push us back, and everything started just going
Just a second.
Chaos.
Just a second. What right do you have to be in his house?
I was not in his house. I was at the door with her.
What right do you have to be in his house?
I was permitted to come into the corridor.
By whom?
By him. He allowed me. He opened the door and allowed me in. And once I was in, then he came after me.
What were you going there to do?
I had my box with all of my receipts, and I said, please, just give me...
You were going there to take property.
To take what belongs to me.
You were going to his house when he wasn't home to take property. Is that what you were doing, madam?
There was somebody in the home. I would have...
Listen. This is baloney.
Can
Listen
you
to me.
See my certificates?
I don't want to see your certificates.
He victimized me because he knew he can get away with it. He's done this to a number of people. You don't know this man.
I don't know him, and I don't know you.
I know him now.
Listen to me. I don't know him, and I don't know you. All I know is the story that you're telling me doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
It doesn't make sense. And common sense usually is right. It doesn't make sense that your father, who you asked for help, took your property and stole it. And after he stole your property, you called him up and asked him for money. He lent you money, and he wanted collateral. And you gave him collateral, and then when he wasn't home, this makes sense, when he wasn't home, you, your boyfriend, and your boyfriend's mother went into the house without his permission.
Everything was there, Your Honor.
It was there. I described everything I owned.
We didn't even have to go into the house.
I thought you said, sir, that you
wouldn't have
listen
had
to me. How could you stand there and tell me, sir, that everything was there when you just told me 2 seconds ago that you never got past the front door?
Please
Everything
don't make
was
him
hanging
right again.
on the walls. Your Honor, you can see pictures of her.
I don't know what this is about. I don't know the history of this family. Clearly, it's a pathological situation.
I would never lie, Your Honor. These things belong to me. I don't want what doesn't belong to me. I never asked for what doesn't belong to me.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment. And later today,
She doesn't have to have your coat with your DNA on it, right?
Yes.
You have the coat with your DNA on it.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Dana Ferguson claims her father stole antiques and artwork. He says the pieces were collateral for a $2,000 loan.
According to your father, has always been this way. Is that right?
No, Your Honor. He'd been through therapy.
What about you?
I had to.
For a long time?
On and off. Yeah. But nothing to, because you have this as a father, of course.
Listen to me. If you have this as a father, and if you've been in therapy for years because you have this for a father, you don't call and ask him for money. How old are you?
I'm 36.
Well, you know, there comes a time you got to stand on your own 2 feet,
You're
madam.
right.
You're
I bought my
absolutely
own
right,
house.
so you got to stop.
I moved out when I was 18. I was the only one with a relationship with this man.
Well, you don't have one anymore. It's too bad. I am not convinced, madam, that he stole your property. And, sir, you have the collateral.
Yes, ma'am.
Do what you want to do with it. That's all.
I sold it to pay the doctor bills.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
This
Thank
is
you.
so wrong.
We are.
You didn't win again, you scum. I thought there would be justice in this world. I really thought somebody would come to my aid. There's a day it's going to come, and he's going to have his day. And I'm so sad. I've lost everything that I own. I'm humiliated by him. How embarrassing to have a father like this. I can't even walk into an art gallery anymore.
And now the next case.
Parties on Moffitt versus Scott. Step forward, please.
18-year-old nursing assistant Tina Moffitt is suing her cousin, 26-year-old Cotilia Scott, for ruining her fake fur coat.
This is your cousin?
Yes, it is.
You borrowed her coat?
Yes, I did.
And you got sick all over it?
Yes, I did.
Why? Drinking or just sick?
Drinking.
So you drank, you got sick all over her coat.
Yes, ma'am.
You want a new coat.
Yes.
And how much did you pay for the coat?
I paid $178.46.
And when did you buy the coat?
My fiance bought the coat. On the paper it has October 27th.
When did you borrow the coat?
January 17th.
All right, so Miss Scott, why don't you tell me why you don't think you're responsible for buying her a new coat?
Well, first of all, when I borrowed the coat from her, I went out, had too much to drink, I got sick. The next morning, I took the coat to the cleaners. I had it dry cleaned. It should have been fine. I picked the coat up, and it has cuffs. And so where I threw up was on this side, but when they dry cleaned it, they uncuffed it. So when I inspected it and rolled the cuff back up, some throw up was still here.
How lovely.
And he said, if you give me a couple of minutes, I'll take care of that for you. And so I said, okay. So I waited a few minutes. He gave me the coat, and I looked at it, and I'm like, well, it's wet. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. I just steam clean it, and when it'll dry, it'll be fine. So I said, fine. So I pulled the plastic down, and I drove the coat to her. She called me later at work, and I never looked at the belt. It's kind of a rope belt. She was screaming and yelling. The tassels were unraveled, and this side of the coat had dried, and it was all matted and clumped together, you know, like fur was missing.
All right, that's more information than I have to know.
Judge Judy is ready to rule.
You borrowed the coat.
Yes.
Why did you borrow her coat? Did you like it? You were going out someplace special?
Well, where I was going, I have a coat. It's an expensive name brand coat that I left for her to keep while I borrowed her coat, which was more of an evening coat.
So you borrowed her coat because you liked it?
Yes, ma'am.
You just bought it. See that coat?
Right.
I didn't ruin the coat. The cleaners ruined it.
Listen, go take it up with the cleaners.
Okay.
She doesn't have to have your coat with your DNA on it, right?
Yes.
You have the coat with your DNA on it. Right? Do you have a problem with the cleaners? You go to the cleaners and say, you ruined my coat. Because in actuality, Miss Scott, it is now your coat. Judgment is for the plaintiff in the amount of $178.46. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out. Out the back door to your right, please.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
I mean, I could have gave it to her the way it was. I tried to have it dry cleaned. It's not my fault they ruined it. So I just got myself a new coat.
Well, actually, I'm glad she paid for it because it wasn't paid for, really. So she just finished paying it off on a credit card. So she did me a favor.
Don't be touching my coat.
She went to jail because she
drove my Corvette at 145 miles an hour.
While behind bars, she was threatened by
the lover of the jail cook's daughter.
And when she got out, she got even on the internet.
She doesn't allege anywhere in here that you raped her, correct?
No, ma'am.
Maroney for libel and slander on the internet. Judy claims he mistreated her while in custody.
Order, all rise. Quiet in the courtroom, please, all rise. Your Honor, this is case number 428 on the calendar in the matter of Birmingham versus Cameroni. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Sir, have a seat.
All right, the chronological posture of this case is as follows. You, sir, are employed in a jail.
Yes.
As a guard.
As a deputy, yes, ma'am.
And there came a time when you, Miss Cameroni, were an inmate in that jail, having been convicted of some speeding violation. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
You claim that while you were in the jail, you were subjected to maltreatment by the plaintiff.
Yes, that's correct.
You complained to your husband. Is that you?
Yes.
Who sent faxes to the warden.
That's correct.
And as a result of those faxes, you were further mistreated by the plaintiff. Then you served your time, you got out of jail, and you started to write on the internet about the plaintiff and about the things that you suffered from while you were in jail at his hands. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
And you're suing her for slandering you.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever sue him?
No, I did not.
You chose to take out whatever anger that you had by using the computer.
Well, I chose to tell my story through a website instead of suing civilly.
Okay. How long have you been employed as a deputy in the jail, sir?
3 years, ma'am.
And what were you doing in the jail? You were there for the speeding ticket. For how long were you actually incarcerated?
I was incarcerated for 3.5 months.
Why? That was a pretty long time for a speeding ticket.
Well, back in 1993, I had drove my Corvette at 145 miles an hour up the freeway.
Why would you do that?
You know, I realized it was wrong and I shouldn't have done it. You know, and it was a long time ago, and I know it was dangerous. But the treatment that he put me through...
No, I'm not getting to the treatment. So that's what you were there for.
Yes.
Now, tell me about the first time you had a contact with him.
That was June 6th of 1997. He was on night duty at the time, and he was assigned to the tower and the walkthroughs. And he would open and shut the door all night, a loud metal door, so I could not sleep. And then when the sergeant came through at 8 a.m. and asked me why I was still sleeping, I told him I couldn't sleep because of the loud door opening and shutting. And the sergeant says, I'll take care of it, it won't happen again. And that took care of that situation. I started having problems again when I filed a habeas with the court, which was not welcome with many of the jail staff.
What kind of habeas?
I was being denied medication that my doctor had prescribed.
What kind of prescriptions were you supposed to be taking? Don't show me letters. Look at me. Stop playing with papers.
Okay. I was supposed to be taking pain medication and Luvox and...
what was that for?
It was for my depression. I went through a court-ordered psychiatric review and...
so you were supposed to be taking medicine,
antidepressants,
psychiatric,
yeah,
for psychiatric problems.
Yes, and then for my insomnia, I was supposed to take something for that.
So you filed a habeas corpus proceeding because you said that they refused to give you that medication.
Right.
And were you ultimately given the medication?
After the habeas corpus proceedings, yes.
Well, what'd that have to do with him?
Well, when I had come back from court to the jail, he was the one who removed the handcuffs and the shackles, and he was very rough in twisting my arms. And he was telling me, I hope it was worth it when he was removing the handcuffs.
So when was the next time you had a problem with him?
Well, after that, I had constant problems with him.
Tell me about them.
And with another inmate. Well, there was a particular inmate in there who...
And now, are these things that you memorialized on your website, on the internet?
I didn't go into detail on my website.
Do you have what you complain about, sir, in writing?
Yes,
that she wrote on the internet?
Yes, ma'am. I have parts of it, yes.
Can I see it, please?
The second paragraph on the first page is the beginning of it.
This is an accounting of life in jail and the very unprofessional conduct of 2 deputies in particular, another deputy and yourself, okay, towards her.
Yes, ma'am.
So far this doesn't say anything. I want to see particularly what she says about you so I can address each of those things. Would you have him put a star next to the things that he's actually complaining about so that I can...
Ma'am, that's kind of hard to say.
No, I want to see, sir.
Well,
you are alleging that she either libeled and or slandered you.
Well, that's what I need to explain, ma'am. It's not just what she said. It's the context of my name is now associated with this website on the very first page of it, and it contains words rape, prejudice,
Show me
racism.
where that's alleged that you were any part of that, sir.
By
Show me.
reading it, ma'am, a normal person reading that will get my name twisted into that and see this.
Just a second. She doesn't allege anywhere in here that you raped her, correct?
No, ma'am.
She doesn't allege anywhere in here that you beat her, correct?
No, ma'am.
It says, gives a whole litany of her experiences in the jail, which may have included those things. But with regard to you, all it says is, the fact is that Deputy Birmingham acted in an unprofessional manner on numerous occasions while she was in custody. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what you're complaining about.
Why is my name on the internet? This isn't anything to do with free speech. This isn't anything to do with her trying to raise funds to go to Supreme Court or anything like that. This is just her ill will to try to get revenge, and my name doesn't belong on the first page of her website.
Well, you were employed at the jail when she was there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember her when she was an inmate?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Tell me what you remember about her.
I remember basically she'd complain about everything. She accused everybody of doing something wrong. She was just not your model inmate.
Mm-hmm. And how did you react to that, sir?
I didn't care. I was just doing my job, doing my 8 hours and going home.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
And he'd say things to me like, I could make it worse for you here. She could snap your little ass right in half.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Sheriff's Deputy Eric Birmingham says former inmate Judy Cameroni slandered him. Judy says he mistreated her in jail.
Mr. Birmingham, you've been employed, according to you, for 3 years?
Yes, ma'am.
How many disciplinary proceedings have ever been filed against you?
None, ma'am.
Are you still employed there?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to tell me, madam, what are the things you are specifically complaining about that he did to you? Tell me.
Okay, there was another inmate there who was she was the lover of the jail cook's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
And she was in there for, oh, no.
The lover of the inmates.
The lover of the jail cook's daughter.
Go. Do this one more time.
She was the lover of the jail cook's daughter.
Okay.
Okay. And she was a very tough woman. She had been incarcerated for beating up 2 of their sheriffs. So she was very tough and very large. And she gave me a very difficult time there. Many times she would back me into the wall and threaten to beat me up, and guards would come running to stop her. Every time she would do something bad to me, and it came down to discipline, she was not disciplined. And Deputy Birmingham chose not to discipline her, and many of the times when we had conflicts where she instigated it, he would choose not to discipline her. And it just made matters worse, and I felt it was very unprofessional for him to do this.
What's next?
It's just caused her to be more bold.
What's next?
Well, my husband sent a fax to the sheriff, which he had intercepted, Mr. Birmingham intercepted. He came up to my cell, dumped out my coffee, which I had to purchase through commissary, and he said he was sick and tired of me. He had the fax in his hand, and he says, you better call your husband and tell him not to send any more faxes.
Does that sound familiar to you?
No, ma'am.
That doesn't sound familiar to you?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Birmingham, are you trying to tell me that a fax of complaint was never received by you, indicating that you failed to take steps to protect this then inmate?
No, ma'am.
You never saw that?
No, ma'am.
He came into your cell with the fax?
Yes, he did, and he dumped out my coffee. And I felt that his unprofessional conduct was putting my safety in jeopardy. You know, and he'd say things to me like, I could make it worse for you here. She could snap your little ass right in half, and things like this.
When did he say that to you?
When he had the fax and dumped the coffee out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you still taking medication?
Yes, I am.
Still the antidepressant medication?
Yes.
Were you on that medication before you were incarcerated?
Yes, I was.
Is this the first time you were incarcerated?
Yes, it was my first and only offense, and I haven't committed any crime since.
This was your first and only arrest?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Did you know that?
Frankly, ma'am, I didn't care.
Sure you did. Well, let me tell you why.
I have no business.
Let me tell
to
you
know.
why, Officer Birmingham. Here you're dealing with a woman, married woman, have children.
Baby.
And did something really dumb 4 years before. By the time it got through the process, only arrest, here she's given over 3 months to serve in jail. Pretty frightening prospect, wouldn't you say?
Can I add some clarification there?
Sure.
Okay. First of all, she spent approximately, and I'm not sure the number, 20 days back in 91 or whenever she was first arrested. She was committed after a trial and then got out on an appeal bond. So she had spent 20 to 30 days there already.
So you knew a little bit about her history, Officer.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do. Now I do, yes, ma'am.
Oh, sir.
He
Are you
knew.
telling me at the time that you folks were having, according to you, lots of difficulty with her husband faxing and everything else, that you didn't open up the file and take a look at it? Are you
I knew what she was there for, yes, ma'am.
He was an inmate who was given lots of problems, who was not prepared to accept the regular drill of being in jail, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And that presented a certain amount of irritation for all the people in jail. Now, how many guards are there in jail?
It depends on the shift in the day.
Give me some idea of how many people she would have come in contact with between all the shifts.
4 to 5 a shift. It's a small jail.
4 to 5 a shift and 3 shifts a day.
Yes, ma'am.
So 20 people.
Give or say.
She doesn't complain about all 20, right?
Yes, ma'am.
She only complains about really 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, ma'am. If she had such a problem with me, then why didn't she file a complaint with my department?
She did. She complained through him. She complained, sent a fax. I believe her when she says that you walked into her jail cell with the fax, irritated as hell. I believe her. She doesn't accuse you of any criminal behavior. She says that you were guilty of unprofessional behavior. That's a subjective term.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I could pick up the phone, it's only 2 o'clock, and save my little baby. 600-mile round trip. And that she wouldn't see me.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Prison guard Eric Birmingham says former inmate Judy Cameroni has damaged his reputation on the internet. She says he mistreated her.
Certainly what she's saying is you failed to protect her from another inmate who was dangerous. And that what you were really telling her was, listen, babe, you better just do your time quietly, stop complaining, stop making a pest out of yourself, because if you do, there are things that we could do to make your life unpleasant. Is that what you're complaining about?
Yes, and he also, what he did was, the worst thing that he did was, he did a walkthrough, and he told me when I was watching the news sitting on a bunk, stand up, don't sit on the bunk. I sat on the ground. He says, don't sit on the ground, remain standing. So I remained standing. And then he continued the walkthrough upstairs and left. And I had laughed at a sexual remark that another inmate had made towards him, which is not allowed, but he did not discipline her for it because he welcomes these kind of remarks. And I had laughed, I've got dizzy, I sat down, and I got back up, and I knew I shouldn't have sat down on the bunk. So when he came back around the front door, and I was standing right by the phone, and he says, I'm putting you in lockdown, and tomorrow you cannot see your baby. So I told him, look, I'm standing right by the phone. I could pick up the phone, it's only 2 o'clock, and save my little baby. 600-mile round trip, and then she wouldn't see me. He says, I don't care. And I says, well, then you could have someone else call my husband not to make the trip. He would not do that. But you see, here's the disciplinary action he wrote up, and then he also took away my visiting privileges for 2 weeks, and that's all I had left.
Why did you take away Why did you take away a visiting privilege?
I did not take the visiting away.
What did you do?
It's a disciplinary review board.
What did you write her up for?
If I remember the incident, we had an extra bunk out in the day room area, and the rules state don't use anything it's not intended for, okay? And she was sitting on the bunk watching TV, and like I've told other people or whatever, and told her to sit down over on the tables. But I have no say on whether she loses visits or not. That's the disciplinary review board.
That's not my question. This incident that you were talking about, that you wrote her up for.
I believe so, yes, ma'am.
You wrote her up for was because she was sitting on a spare bunk rather than sitting on the table. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Jail is designed to have rules and to have structure, and that's all it is.
Now, did you know, Officer Birmingham, that she was supposed to have her visiting with her baby on the next day?
No, ma'am.
Does that sound familiar to you?
No, ma'am.
Doesn't sound familiar.
The only time they can make appointments for visits is on the day of the visit. So I would have no say or no knowledge of her having a visit.
Officer Birmingham, are you telling me, sir, that she did not say to you, if you're going to take away my visits, let me call my husband and tell him not to make this 600-mile trip? That doesn't sound familiar to you?
No, ma'am. I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know if it sounds familiar. Is that what you're saying?
I don't remember hearing that, no.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Look, I'm going to resolve this matter very quickly.
Okay.
Officer Birmingham, you are in fact suing her. You are suing her for slander, for saying terrible things about you on the internet, on the website. I don't find that she said anything that was terrible about you. She said that you engaged in unprofessional conduct towards her while she was an inmate in the jail. If I have to make a determination today whether or not any of that is true, I would have to say, yes, I believe that you behaved in an unprofessional manner towards the defendant who was an inmate in your jail. And therefore, your lawsuit would be dismissed because truth is an absolute defense. I believe her, sir, when she says that you took her handcuffs off in a rough fashion, that you came into her room with a fax in your hand, spilled her coffee and said, listen, don't do this again, because I can make, in effect, can make your life unpleasant here. And I do believe that you wrote her up for sitting on a bed rather than sitting on a table, which caused her to lose her visitation privileges with her child, and when asked whether you would please just call her husband not to make the trip, because the trip would be for naught, she was blown off. That, to me, sir, is unprofessional behavior. So your lawsuit's dismissed. That's all.
Thank you. Parties are excused. You may step out.
Thanks, man.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
You, right?
And on the next Judge Judy.
Well, it's something I should have never done, and it was very dangerous, and I won't ever do it again. But I can't change the past, and I'm sorry for what I did. But in no way did that event back in 1993 justify the unprofessional behavior and the little extra punishment he decided to put upon me because of that.
Miss Gregg, this was your boyfriend?
Yes, it was.
For how long?
Well, around 2 years.
But it was a love match in which tempers flared and sparks flew.
Why did you break her radio?
I was off. You know what I mean?
Didn't you know how to say that another way?
Yeah. I was off, though.
Well, around 2 years.
Did you live together?
Yes.
You have any children?
Yes, we do.
How many?
1.
How old?
14 months.
How old are you?
19.
And how old were you when the baby was born?
18.
What kind of work do you do?
Assembly work.
How old are you?
20.
Terrific. So you got into some big fights in the house, is that right?
He was the one always starting fights. He always used to break everything in my house. And he owes me a lot more than what I'm suing him for, but I didn't think I would have a good chance because the only proof I got is a radio that he had given to me after he broke my new one.
Well, so let me understand this. Because your complaint says he broke your radio.
Yes.
He says, I did. Why did you break her radio?
I was off. You know what I mean?
Didn't you know how to say that another way?
I was off, though.
Wait. All right. So you broke her radio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you bought her a new one.
Well, I got it off my brother. My brother gave it to me, and I gave it to her.
So you have a radio.
I could show it to you. It was all, first of all, it doesn't rewind. It eats up your tapes. It gets only 2 stations.
No, it works. You can plug it in right now. I'm trying to tell you.
Did you throw a telephone of his out the window?
No.
It was a TV, but
A TV, excuse me.
I had a console, but I'm dropping that because I ain't worried about the $300 or whatever it was.
Did she throw your TV out the window?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I guess she was mad because I didn't go home or something.
Excuse me, Your Honor, but I can't pick up a $300 TV. It's in his mother's house, and he probably watches it every day. And he probably watches it every day. And he
what did you throw out the window?
I've never threw anything of his out the window.
My CDs,
I was scared of him,
TV,
for one thing. I couldn't throw anything of his out the window.
All my stuff.
He's broken my kitchen set. He's broken glass tables. He's broken through my window.
She's bugging. I never broken in her house.
Miss Gregg, how long did you know him before you decided to have his baby?
It was my mistake, and I understand
How long did you know him?
It was about a week.
No.
And then,
no.
And then she was like, yeah.
How long did you know him?
Around 9 months.
It was like a week, but she got pregnant in like 9 months.
It only takes 9 months to have a baby.
Yeah, I'm saying, but after like a week, she was like, oh, don't use no condoms, whatever. I was like, nah, I want to use condoms. And
first of all, I wouldn't. I'm sorry.
And she was like, nah, we ain't gonna do nothing if you use condoms. So I was like, all right, then.
Mr. Allison.
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest to you, sir, you're 20 years old.
Yeah.
There are ways of expressing yourself in a court or in most other civilized locations that don't involve using 4-letter words.
All right, I'm sorry about that.
Do you understand?
Yes.
You go to church ever?
I used to go to church.
I mean, would you use these words when you were talking to your priest?
Nope.
Because you knew enough not to do that, right?
I was young, too. I was like...
So you mean you got older and dumber?
No.
You mean when you were younger, you were smarter?
Why are you gonna be dumb?
Well,
You know
because
what I
if
mean?
you were younger, you said you knew not to talk to your priest and
I never
talk.
talked to the priest, really. I just went to Sunday school for like 3 weeks. That's it.
Oy.
Then you got kicked out.
All right. You want a new radio?
Yes.
Give him back the one he gave you.
You want to keep this radio?
No, I don't.
She doesn't want that radio, Mr. Allison.
It's not
She
wrong
wants a
with
new radio. And she's suing you for $120 for the new radio. Wish I could give her $120 for a new radio and give myself $500 having to suffer here listening to your language. You have a child. Boy or a girl?
Little girl.
Do you visit with her?
Well, I seen her yesterday. That's it, though, for a while.
You're going to try to be a good father?
Yeah, I'm going to school in the fall, and I got a job right now.
You wouldn't want your daughter to grow up listening to that language that you use, would you?
Nope.
Excuse me, but he swears all the time in front of her. So if he didn't want her to grow up listening to that, he wouldn't do that in front of her.
Well, you're absolutely right.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment.
One thing I'm really pleased about is that you have intention of going back to school. Maybe you can learn something. Maybe.
And later today,
The only way she has to check, sir, is if she takes you to court. So this is a very foolish thing to have. Very stupid.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. 19-year-old Kimberly Gregg claims 20-year-old Jordan Allison, the father of her child, smashed her radio. Jordan says Kimberly threw his television out the window.
So the two of you, who had absolutely no business making a child, made a child, and neither one of
Why
you...
didn't we have any business? We used to love each other.
Because you made this child, sir, when you were 18 years old?
It doesn't matter.
Oh. I don't have enough hours in the day to get through to you, sir. But I certainly hope one thing. One thing I'm really pleased about is that you have intention of going back to school. Maybe. Just maybe. You can learn something. Maybe.
What are you trying to say? I don't know nothing now.
Right.
Right.
$120 for you. Buy yourself a new radio. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I'll pay child support. I'll see my daughter, but I ain't being with her no more.
That's why you call me up all
I don't
the
call
time.
you. You're crazy. You're crazy.
Oh, all right. I
This
got
girl's
messages
crazy.
to prove it.
All right.
I ain't even
Prove
gonna
the
pull his
messages.
card, but he knows what I'm talking about.
Okay, whatever.
And now the next case.
Parties on Basler versus Cora. Step forward, please.
29-year-old blackjack dealer Michelle Bassler is suing her ex-husband, graphic artist Peter Cora, 32, for not paying his share of their federal income taxes. Peter is countersuing his ex-wife for harassment.
Miss Bassler, you and the defendant were married and divorced.
Correct.
And pursuant to your judgment of divorce, according to the defendant, he says that you were supposed to share the marital debts. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then you get a statement from the Internal Revenue Service saying that you were both deficient in paying income tax for a year while you were married, and they took your whole refund to satisfy that deficiency. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that was a joint debt?
Yes.
So you say he should be responsible for at least half?
Your Honor, a statement came to me from the IRS stating that almost $1,100 went to paying his Social Security.
His Social Security?
Number, not my number. The only reason why I was responsible is because I was married to him at the time, and we had filed jointly for 1994 taxes.
Were you working in 1994?
No.
In the year that was filed? You were not?
No, I was not.
What kind of work was your husband doing at that time?
He is self-employed.
You have children together?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
How many children?
One.
How old is that child?
He just turned 5.
So you were staying home with him when he was young?
Yes, I did.
So how much did they take altogether?
They took $1,089.30.
Can I see, please, your judgment of divorce?
Sure.
Here you go.
What kind of business are you in, sir?
I do graphic arts and printing.
Now, Ms. Bassler, this judgment's divorce is clear. It says that the plaintiff, that's him, shall be responsible for 1/2 of various community debts, including Sears, Sizes Unlimited, Broadway, Phone Company, and IRS for 1994 taxes, among other things. Defendant shall be responsible for 1/2 of the community debts and the debt against the 1988 Mercury. This divorce judgment was in 95, was filed in 95. Clearly, this says that you're responsible for half.
Correct.
Okay. That means you're responsible for half.
Correct.
Good.
We're equally responsible for half of all community debts. And I spent over $3,000 in community debt. And I figured she didn't have a job when we were divorced. And I wanted to just, try to be fair. I paid him. I figured eventually one day down the road, it'll all wash out.
Okay.
The first penny taken from her, she blows up.
Okay. So let's see. Plaintiff, that's you. Sears bill. I'm going through each one of them. Let me see what you paid to Sears.
Your Honor, I have a $22 check for Sears that I don't have a copy of, but that was all that I paid
$22 to Sears. Sizes Unlimited.
$150.34.
$150. So I'm going to give you credit for half of that. Sizes Unlimited. That was your bill?
Yes.
$75. What's next? Broadway.
Total for Broadway was $198.86.
Let's make it an even 200 because I'm so poor in math. Is that all right with you?
Yes.
Half. You get credit for $100, sir. I assume you have receipts for all these things that you paid.
Canceled checks, yes, Your Honor.
Good. So in total, sir, instead of these thousands of dollars that you're talking about, you got $175 that I'm going to give you credit for because that's what the divorce decree says.
Okay.
Right?
Fine. In the judgment, it also stated that we were to share in the payment of her father's house, which I paid a payment of $1,045, and that was the only payment made.
Just a second. Okay, both parties shall be equally responsible for the defendant, that's you, refinancing of her house in California while your father resides in the house. What does that mean?
Basically, we borrowed money on the house, and I agreed as long as her father was living there that I would share in the cost.
What do you mean you borrowed money on the house?
The house belonged originally to Michelle and her sister. Her sister basically wanted nothing to do with the loan that we needed when we moved to Las Vegas.
Just a minute. What you're telling me you took out a home equity loan on the house?
Yes.
Well, why don't you just say that? That's something
Okay.
I understand very clearly. You took out a home equity loan on her house.
On her house.
On her house, on her property.
Correct.
And what'd you all do with the money?
We moved to Las Vegas.
Together?
Together.
How much money, sir, would you say you used of the home equity loan?
Between the two of us, all of it.
How much?
Your Honor, I can't give you an exact
Give me an
amount.
idea.
Okay, the first loan was in the amount of $75,000 is correct. Over $40,000 of it went to purchase a home here in Peter's name. I was not on that house. I given him the money for the down payment. We lived there. And the rest of it was to pay off consumer debt and to live because Peter didn't have a job from the time we moved to Las Vegas until shortly after we moved in October of '91. It wasn't until the end of January of '92 that he found employment.
Is that right?
That's correct.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment.
$270 a month is an outrageous amount of child support from what apparently is an educated man like yourself in his own business, right, who's got money for a tape recorder.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Michelle Bassler wants her ex-husband, Peter Corr, to pay his share of their federal income taxes. He wants her to stop harassing him.
The reason I find that interesting is because I read your answer, sir, and in your answer, sir, you said that she didn't work, that you supported the whole family, that you worked and took care of everything, she just stayed home.
For the most part, I met the obligations. I was the one earning the money to pay back the loan.
Well, how much did you pay back?
We were paying probably around $1,000 a month. But
how much did you pay back?
We paid back at whatever the loan payments were until there was a balloon at the end of the loan. That's what caused the refinance.
How much did you pay on
The
it?
loan was a 30 due in 3. At the end of 3 years, I had a refinance. Peter made one payment before our divorce, and the rest of the time my sister and I took care of it.
Okay. Now, what's all this other thousands of dollars for harassment, Mr. Cora?
She has taken me to court for several things. She has told the district attorney statements that were absolutely false, and she has dragged me to court. She's made me out to be a deadbeat dad. I have paid every dime of my child support. My child is my primary concern. My divorce decree says 18% of my income. Since my income fluctuates, my child support payments fluctuated. So she...
did you have lawyers representing you in this divorce proceeding?
Yes, I did.
Did you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Don't you understand, madam, that when somebody is self-employed, you don't say, I'm going to accept 18% of his income. That brings you back and forth every single time a month comes due because you don't have a paycheck to look at, and you have absolutely no way of checking. And the only way she has to check, sir, is if she takes you to court. So this is a very foolish thing to have in a support order, 18% of your income. Very stupid.
Your Honor, can I play a tape for you?
Just a second.
It's very critical in the harassment charges.
Just a second.
Yes.
Tell me what the tape is going to say to me.
Basically, it goes with her rambling on and on, how I'm going to take you to district court, I'm going to take you to family court, I'm going to keep you in court, I'm going to make your life miserable.
So why don't you go into court, sir, and say, I want a fixed amount to pay every week?
We already have that. The district attorney ordered me to pay $270 per month, period.
Your Honor, that issue is not finished. He has to prove his income. He supplied me with computer-generated income taxes in family court. And when we went for divorce, I was not represented. Peter went to court by himself.
Listen to me. I think that until you get the issue of support resolved, there is going to be continued acrimony. You cannot have a support order that says 18% of your income, especially when you are self-employed. So I would suggest as fast as you can to get the matter of support resolved.
It has been.
No, not according to her. If a district attorney directs you to pay a certain amount of money, sir, that is not a court proceeding. A district attorney is there as an interim advocate. So he has suggested that until this matter is ultimately resolved, you pay $270. But I'm telling you this, sir, if the judge, after hearing this case, determines that you, in fact, earn more than what you told the district attorney, based upon several factors, some of which I don't think I'm going to tell you now, so that they might come as a surprise to you. You must be prepared to pay more than the $270 a month, because that doesn't probably represent 18% of your actual income. We understand each other?
Yes.
Perfect.
Judge Judy is ready to rule.
Your counterclaim, sir, is dismissed. I am
You
awarding...
won't allow me to play this one last piece of evidence?
No, I'm not interested in her telling you she's going to take you to every court in the United States, including the Supreme Court of the United States. $270 a month is an outrageous amount of child support from what apparently is an educated man like yourself in his own business, right, who's got money for a tape recorder. So if she's annoyed that you went through clearly with her a lot of her money, I can understand that. Shouldn't have to trust you. I get $373, Byrd. I get half of $1089.
Right, which is $544.65 was what I came up with.
$544. Go ahead.
65.
Less
And then
ones.
I took away $175, and
And
I
what
came
you
up
get?
with $369.65.
Oh, that's right. 369, judgment for the plaintiff. Thank you very much.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy will continue in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
For the sake of my child, I'm always polite to her. My child is #1 priority. I will not be nasty in front of her, in front of my child to her. And it was ordered in the court, in the divorce decree, that we aren't nasty to each other in front of the child.
You people had better stop torturing each other.
These neighbors went to war over a nasty letter, a $20 debt, and a rusty typewriter with each other.
Never worked when I borrowed it.
What does that have to do with you? Whether she keeps it outside, whether she from her tree, whether she wants to wear it as a lorgnette around her neck. It's her typewriter. She keeps it hanging once with it.
You are about to enter the
forward, please.
Jeff and Lori Haskett say neighbor Carol Woolfolk slandered and in a letter.
As a neighbor of yours, has defamed you by sending out a series of letters about you to neighbors, and one to an employer. Do you have copies of those?
I certainly do.
May I see them, please? Did those letters? Did you write this letter?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
And who did you send it to?
Only to the tenants in the park and the people that CC'd on there.
Circulate.
Lawyers. That's not true.
Well, there are a lot of no employees letter. It's sort of a rambling letter, but there are several things in here that I want to address. Things in this specifically. Show me proof of arrests specifically while under the influence of alcohol.
I can't show you proof of that. It's something that she's held people in the park like it's an Olympic medal or something. This is something she's admitted to. Goes around and
Just a second. Did you have any written proof that she or her husband have arrests?
I didn't say her husband. I said she.
Has arrests for driving under the influence?
No, this was something that she told
she.
If it's a lie, she told it. Told me.
Did you ever tell her that you were arrested for
Yes,
driving?
sir, I did.
Why did you tell her that?
Okay, because
Was it true?
Yes.
Okay.
But that's my business.
Just a second. Loss of custody of her child.
Again, something she told us, because she's only had the child for a year.
Of her child. Welfare fraud.
Again, she admitted to.
That's not true.
Oh, no. Oh,
This
no.
is something she admitted to, and something to that, too, Your Honor.
Yeah, oh, no, I never committed fraud.
Just a second.
I have witness.
Oh, no.
Eviction after eviction. The last several years.
Okay, can I tell you why some of these
are eviction?
Over the past few years, I worked legal at some time. Things I know about having me do a bankruptcy for them, okay? And they would think the information that came out during that time when they were trying to tell me about their bankruptcy.
Yeah.
This is all.
Miss Woolfolk, I have a couple of questions. I mean, there are a lot of things in this letter that's
okay.
You people don't get along as neighbors. Suggest that
you're right,
and that you intend to pursue this matter legally.
Don't at all.
And that, according to the letter, you are trying to get a restraining order as the plaintiffs. Just pay attention. You are trying to get a restraining order against them to stay away from you and your property.
Exactly.
Restraint. And I assume that the thrust of this letter, you say, which brings me to the point of this letter, that you are trying to focal restraining order and request the assistance of, I assume, all the people that you sent this letter. Get a restraining. Should you see either one of these two people, letter two, in or near my property, please call 911.
Yeah, that's correct.
Right?
Continued harassment.
Just a second.
Intimidation.
So my question to you is, what do the following things have to do with you? DUI arrests, loss of custody of her child, welfare fraud, eviction.
What did they have to do?
Yes.
Or the sale.
Shut.
Okay. They have, personally, they have nothing to do with me personally.
Good. So
Okay.
what do they have to do with the focal point of this letter?
The do with me of the letter was to say these people are intimidating me, these people
Well, you've
are
said no.
harassing me.
You've said
Focal point that these people are accusing me of calling a social worker. Did you read that part?
No,
They're
I read that.
accusing me of turning them into welfare fraud.
No, listen to me. I'm not addressing that.
Accusing me. Okay.
I'm looking at this letter, and you say that they have done and said very hurtful things, hurtful and harassing things
Yes,
to
that's
you.
true.
That a lot of, none of which is germane to any of these that you attribute to them. The DUI arrest, acts of custody, welfare fraud, anything else. That doesn't have anything to do with what your complaints are.
Right.
So you gratuitously put that in this letter.
No, that's
Nothing about.
They accused me of calling a social worker. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, what you're saying, I think you're full of baloney.
Yeah.
I think that you put this in the letter just to embarrass them. Sure, I understand.
She needs to be embarrassed.
No, just to...
You know, I wanted to keep her from intimidating me anymore.
No, okay.
I wanted to, from harassing me. She stayed in the house 3 weeks, and that was fine
now,
with
just
me.
a second.
She should have been embarrassed. Stop her.
I was.
Hey.
Humiliated, embarrassed.
Hey, just a second. Hey, you want to say something? You're dying to say something.
Yes, I am.
Well, stand up.
That's not true, Your Honor.
What's not true?
This woman is harassing her.
I haven't gotten to that yet.
Okay, well.
Just a second. I'm talking about this. That's what I'm talking about. That's the first thing I'm addressing. I'm going to address everybody's letter. I'm addressing this letter. And I absolutely understand that if any of this is true, conduct that should not be tolerated. If any of this harassment is true, it should not be tolerated.
Right.
What I'm addressing is the gratuitous statements in here about them that had absolutely nothing to do with the problem of harassment. You got it? Absolutely not. Good.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Understand?
I wrote the letter in November. This recording was made January the...
You wrote, Carol, watch your...
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Jeff and Lori Haskett are suing Carol Wolfo for defaming them to their neighbor. Carol claims the Hasketts make discriminating remarks against her.
You have a counterclaim.
Yes, I do.
You have typewriter estimate, $150.
Correct. That's the typewriter that they've had. November the 7th.
How did they get the typewriter, Miss Wolfo?
She came over first and asked me to loan it to her. I have two.
I didn't. Shut up.
Came over. I'm sorry. Okay, I told her lie. So, of course, he comes. Jeff, I never have a problem with. No, never have. It's her. Jeff asked. I said, Jeff, how long you want to use it? A week? Fine. Time went by. Jeff, you going to bring it back? Yeah, I'll bring it back. Want to use it? Didn't show up. Didn't show up. When is it going to bring the typewriter back? When they feel like it. This was her. This is when she came to my house, knocked on my door like it. This me out, told me she was not giving me the typewriter back. I was all these customerous things. She scratched my car with her keys and then ran home with her slant.
Okay, now let me stop you right there.
Okay?
Okay, let me stop you right there. I assume, from what you say, there was a time when you had a reasonable relationship enough with these people so that you just listen.
Okay.
You had a reasonable enough relationship with them or with him.
With him, yeah.
To lend him reasonable and a piece of valuable property.
Exactly.
What happened?
The
property.
How can I put this delicate? It's not him, okay? If him, I would have got the typewriter back. It's been gone since November 7th. This is January.
Okay.
If it was him.
What caused the problem, the typewriter?
Yeah, that was her. She wouldn't return it.
Just a second. Is that what caused the problem, the typewriter?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
She cussed me out over
Just a second. Okay. Now, would you please take the typewriter from that side?
That's right.
Put it on that side.
No, you leave it over there. I don't want it back. I replaced it since November because it's something used.
Let me see the receipt for the replacement.
They've had it since November. I use it to do like evictions.
Yes, for your
typewriters.
Shh.
Hey, you don't know what I had.
Hey. This is an estimate of repairs.
Yeah, because I bought a used
Dated
one.
1/28/97.
I went and got that today. Yes.
You got it today?
Yeah, I got it today.
Return the typewriter to her. Just a second. Let us move on. Let us move on. Loss of wages, $1,800. You say you loss of wages for what, Ms.
Because they took me to court for this frivolous.
Which frivolous lawsuit?
This one that we have here. This one here where it all started lawsuit, where they could have returned it, you know, and the thing would have been gone away. This walking down over typewriter, calling me all these MF. You know, I don't have to take the driveway.
Who's
you know,
they?
Her, not they.
Not
her.
trash.
Her specifically.
Okay.
Her specific.
Who's they?
And then,
wait a second. Miss Haskett, did you ever say those words? Just a second.
No, no, I didn't.
No. Well, you were, just a second. You were going to say to me, no, said them in front of my daughter. That's what you were going to say, right?
Right.
Oh, I never said.
White trash. That's what she called me, white trash. My kid heard it too.
that's not.
Oh, they
just a
called
second.
my kid.
That's not my
She
style.
can't even play outside because of you guys. Do is pick up because you go out and you call
Can
me
you ask
bullshit
me,
names.
Miss Haskett, I want you to answer a question, madam. Why didn't you return the typewriter? Question for me.
No! Not you. Because we paid her $20 to do in January of the year before.
Just a second. You paid her
to a bankruptcy
in January of 1997.
Yes, we did.
Hey! $20. You paid her $20 in January of 1997 to do a bankruptcy for you. Slowly. Of 19, and then what happened?
She never did it.
So, she never did the bankruptcy for you for $20. Oh, hey,
I'm sorry.
I want you to be quiet.
I'm quiet.
So you borrowed her typewriter. You did.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm still waiting for you to tell me why you didn't return the typewriter.
Because she never finished the bankruptcy.
So you decided to keep her typewriter. And that's what all this trouble started over. Decided was you two people
That's right.
were dumb. Because if this lady was supposed to do something for you and you paid her $20 and she didn't do it, you had several choices. You could have either written it off, $20 in her a letter, and you could have said, I want my $20 back.
We did.
You could have written, and if she didn't give it to you, you could have sued her. But what you chose to do is take a very expensive machine, keep it, according to your wife, sir, unless you're calling your wife a liar.
No, but
You
ma'am,
calling your wife a liar?
No, I'm not.
Well, that's what she says. She says she
finish
says
my
she kept
sentence.
wife a liar. What?
I'd like to finish what I was going to say.
Go ahead.
This $150 to her, she kept outside in the
In the
yard.
rain.
It was an extra. It was rusty. It never typewriters. I borrowed it.
It didn't even
What
work.
does that have to do with you?
Why don't you bring
What
it
you
back?
say?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What does that have to do with you? Whether she keeps it outside, whether she keeps it hanging from her, she wants to wear it as a lorgnette around her neck. It's her typewriter. She can do whatever she wants with a tree with it. You went over and borrowed it.
Bingo.
With it. Don't irritate.
I'm sorry.
Judge Judy continued. Moment.
You cannot prove without a voice expert.
In a
I'm
moment.
certainly not
I'll
a
gladly
voice
bring my
expert.
phone bill and that'll prove it too.
Do I look like I need help from you?
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Jeff and Lori Haskett say their neighbor, Carol Woolfolk, slandered them. Carol says they harassed her.
It was very, very wrong of you to write this letter. Because it's not right to divulge things that have been told you in some sort of a confidence. Whether
It wasn't a
was
confidence.
Sure it was. You just
No, they
told,
knew.
No, that's sort of a, hey, I'm really smart.
Okay.
All right? You just told me
Everybody knows.
minutes ago, and my memory is totally intact, that you found out certain of this information when you were
eviction.
5-minute bankruptcy. So that was told to you in what we call a fiduciary relationship, which means you were preparing papers for them and you found out certain information, which means
something?
nothing. You have to acknowledge that it was the wrong thing to do to put that thing
Can I say?
in this letter.
When you're angry, maybe sometimes you do wrong things.
That's
Okay.
right. So thing,
Okay?
You do.
Yeah.
That's what the officer told her to do. She called Gardena.
Yeah, he didn't.
You were angry.
Specifically to do that.
Of course she did. Why don't you just sit down?
But he did tell me to write the letter.
Hey, why don't you just
tell me specifically? But he did tell me to write the letter to stop the intimidation and harassment.
Listen,
he suggested.
I sit down. There's nothing wrong with writing the letter. The problem was the other things that you put in the letter. That
you know, you're angry. You're angry. You've
You've
been wrong.
Of doing criminal activities,
people.
like selling food stamps?
Hey,
she bought them.
Listen.
You're a liar.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You don't come into court, sir, with clean hands. Neither you or your wife. You know what that means? It means that you started this problem. She reacted to it, but you started it. And you started this because you did the wrong thing. Just because. Now, you say that you received death threats.
Yep.
And you wanted me to hear you have written something on that tape recorder. I assume.
You wrote people up.
In a letter.
You are not going to get enough until we come through that billion. Carol, watch your back.
Does that sound like my voice?
We didn't do it. Prove it. Go
Let's
to the phone
tape my
company, prove
voice
it.
on there right now.
That's why
and
the
see what
Holy
it
Bible, I
sounds
didn't
like.
do it. We are not that dumb. We took it to court.
I wrote the letter in November. This recording was made January the 15th.
Doesn't matter.
Which means everyone in the park had a copy of that letter and had gone on. Everyone off the typewriter. Actually, Your Honor, I forgot about it. They could have kept it. I had another, like what I was using, Life Goes On.
Miss Woolfolk.
The one that
I am presented with a really serious problem in this case. Each of you is suing the other for $5,000 problem. You cannot prove without a voice expert, because I'm certainly not a voice expert.
And that'll prove it too.
You could have called for
Watch
more.
just a second. Do I look like I need help from you?
Sorry.
You cannot prove without a voice expert that this recording, as disgusting as it is, without a voice aid by anybody standing on that side of the table.
I cannot prove that, you're
right?
Yeah.
Was made. So what I have here is a situation where these people started a problem. They started a problem by taking your property and not returning it. Clearly wrong. I absolutely believe, because she says it, that she called you names. Not, she says, in front of her daughter. So that makes it okay.
Oh that's not true. I'm sorry.
Could you speak, please?
Just a second.
Not true.
Is it okay?
That is not true.
Just a second.
That is not true.
You're not even listening.
Is that true?
It's not
What
true.
What's, you mean?
That is not
What
true.
I don't, I told you to sit down.
Yeah, well, I'm just.
I told you to
that's not
sit down.
True.
Understand
That's
what I
not
said? Because
true.
this lady is not wrapped too tight
Yeah.
because she doesn't understand
Yeah,
what
I'm
I
not
said.
wrapped.
Do you understand?
That's not true.
Put her out.
Ma'am, step back. No, this one.
Too tight. I don't care.
Way.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Now, Mr. and Mrs. Haskett, you want $5,000?
Yes, ma'am.
You get $5. That's what you're going to get. You started this problem, and that's what you're going to get. $5, which, madam, you are going to have to pay them. Understand? $5.
So I get harassed and I get
Just a
nothing.
second. Just a second. Now, you have a counterclaim.
That's right.
And she has acknowledged that she told you names which are terrible.
Made life uncomfortable.
She called made life uncomfortable.
Not as uncomfortable as you're making it for my daughter.
And
comfortable.
You have a legitimate complaint against them. So I am awarding you on your counterclaim $5. So I understand you people had better stop torturing each other. You did the, you understand the wrong thing? She did the wrong thing by circulating those things in that letter against you. She did the wrong thing. She acknowledges she did the wrong thing.
Yeah,
she says she was angry.
Yeah.
She was angry because of the way you were treating her. And you were treating her, she was angry. Miserable way, considering the fact that you started all the trouble over this stupid machine.
Don't work.
See, it don't work.
We stupid machine for $5 against the other. Thank you very much. This case is over.
Parties are excused. You
have a judge. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, out the back door to your right.
Judge Judy continues.
You may step out.
And on the next Judge Judy.
Yeah.
In a moment.
This is illegal to send a letter talk to somebody.
Yeah, wait, short, that's true.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom of the press?
Yeah,
if you can prove it.
Oh, that's your thing.
Yeah.
You always defraud people, say.
Don't you?
You know, you don't ever want your stuff out.
Prove it, honey. Prove it.
Don't you?
You always.
I was in the.
Prove it.
I asked everyone in the house, did they know where my earrings was at? Everyone said no.
Missing jewelry, missing boots, and an unpaid babysitting bill. Cousins at war.
So you stole her earrings?
No, I did not steal them.
Oh, I'm telling you that you did.
They're lost. I don't know where they at. I didn't wear them.
You're a liar. And your mother is encouraging.
Sharon Mall Scott claims her husband's cousins, 16-year-old Tiara Walker and 14-year-old Tanisha Walker, stole her boots and jewelry. Tanisha Walker is countersuing for not paying her for babysitting.
Order. All rise. Quiet in the courtroom, please. All rise. Your Honor, this is case number 431 on the calendar in the matter of Scott versus Walker. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Ma'am, have a seat.
Well, you folks are cousins, but clearly don't like each other. Is that a fair statement?
No, I never said I didn't like them.
That's a fair statement, Your Honor.
I never said I didn't like them.
Well,
I just have a disagreement.
cousins usually don't resolve their disagreement in court. Mr. Scott, are you part of this lawsuit, sir?
I believe so.
None of this property that was taken is yours. Is that right?
No, the boots and the earrings are not mine.
Sit down.
But I helped contribute.
Sit down. Miss Scott, you allege, I assume that this young lady stole certain things from you.
Yes, she did.
What do you say she stole from you?
She stole my figure-8 earrings that I had purchased in November. They were diamond-cut figure-8 earrings. And she stole my Timberland boots.
Okay. And you claim, how old are you?
I'm 16.
Your name is?
Tiara Walker.
Tiara?
Yes. And you say, well, I have the earrings, right?
No, I don't have the earrings.
Who has the earrings?
My little sister, Tanisha.
Where is she? That Tanisha has the earrings.
Yes.
And she'll give them back when she pays $450 for babysitting, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And as far as the boots are concerned, you have her boots?
Yes, yes, I do.
And the reason I took her boots is because she borrowed my sneakers and didn't return them.
Yes, my mother and my sister had to go up there and get them.
But you still have the boots?
Yes, I do.
So why don't you tell me how this family tragedy began?
Well, it all started in November when me and my husband and my 2 children went over to Tracy's house for a couple of weeks to stay until my house came through. When I went over there, I took my jewelry off and I set it on the entertainment system. 2 days later, when I went to put my earrings back on, they were gone. I asked everyone in the house, did they know where my earrings was at? Everyone said no, including my husband. I called Tracy while she was at work, and she said she didn't know anything about them. I was hoping maybe she put them on to go to work in or something. So that was the end of my earrings. I moved out on December 2nd. I got my house. Maybe 2 weeks later, I moved away, and about a week later, Tracy called me saying Tiara ran away again. Tiara's a runaway. She ran away again, and did I see her, or, you know, did I know where she would be at or anything like that? And I told her no. And as the conversation grew on, she said, and she ran away in your Timberlands, my boots. And I was like, my boots? So, you know, I said, well, you're going to have to get me another pair. She said, no, she's going to have to get you another pair. Tiara's 16 years old. She's a minor.
No,
Shh.
I'm sorry.
Shh.
Tiara is 16 years old. She's a minor. I don't expect anything to come from her. I expect it to come from her parents. Her husband, Tyrone Walker, said the same thing to me. He told me he would make sure that, you know, I would get my belongings back.
Okay. So it's those 2 things. It's your boots and your earrings.
Yes.
Step up here. How did you come in possession of her earrings?
Okay. Well, she left them, so I picked them up.
She left them where?
At my house. So I picked them up, and I said, well, Sharon, you know, kept telling me that she was going to pay me for babysitting her baby for her. Okay, I babysat, and I babysat. She never gave me no money for babysitting except for 2 times. So I just said I'll take her earrings just in place, just in place of the money. But I said I will return them when she gave my money.
That's a lie.
Just a second. Who did you say that to? To you? To yourself?
I told my mom, and I told her boyfriend.
You picked up the earrings.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do with them when you picked them up?
Nothing. I put them up.
Put them up where?
On top of the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm. What'd you put them up on top of the refrigerator for?
Because she wasn't getting them back.
She wasn't getting them back?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you stole her earrings?
No, I did not steal them.
Oh, I'm telling you that you did. I'm telling you that you stole her earrings. If she owed you for babysitting, you have the perfect right to say, you didn't pay me the last time for babysitting, and I'm not going to babysit for you again until you pay me. You don't wait until, according to you, she owes you $450 for babysitting.
Said $330. I didn't say $450.
Well, I have a countersuit here for $450.
Well, they must have.
Shh. And that's made up nonsense and say, well, that's the reason that I took the earrings.
Excuse me, can I say something?
Yeah.
Sharon had told my daughter on several occasions that she would pay her money for watching her daughter. Okay, yes. Tanisha agreed to it. Sharon knows that my daughter.
No, don't talk to each other.
Twice. She paid my daughter 2 times out of maybe, it was several times my daughter had
Just a
watched
second.
her daughter.
Listen to me. How many is several?
She had written it down. Okay, a total that she has gotten down so far was 9.
Okay.
2 different occasions Sharon paid her for watching her. The rest she did not. Only because my daughter being Tanisha, nice and whatnot, she watched her child. She watched her child
Is your last name Walker?
Yes, my last name is Walker.
And this is your daughter?
Yes. And she
Are you telling me, madam, that you are condoning, as a parent who's trying to set an example for their children, your daughter taking property that didn't belong to her, hiding it in your house by putting it on top of the refrigerator?
No, I did not.
Fine. Good.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I don't want to hear from you. You're a liar.
Prove it.
You are a liar.
Well,
liar. You're a liar. And your mother is encouraging you.
And later today.
You mean the child was removed from your custody? The child was removed?
He was not removed. She abandoned him. She asked her brother to watch our son, and she left him.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Sharon Mall Scott is suing Tiara and Tanisha Walker for stealing her boots and jewelry.
Let us say that I believe everything that you said so far, that your daughter babysat for her 9 times and was paid twice. Right?
Correct.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right. And how much were you paid on the 2 times that you babysat?
Well, she only paid me $20.
$20 one time.
That was for one day.
Yes.
She paid me $10 the other time.
At the time that she paid you the $20, how long did you babysit for her?
Well, Marvin brought the baby over about 10, and she came pick him up like around 7.
10 in the morning, and she came and picked baby up at 7 in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And you babysat for $20 for that period of time.
Yes.
Now, the next time you said she gave you $10.
Mm-hmm.
So how many hours did you babysit at that time?
Well, that time, I said she paid me about $10 for 3 hours because I told her I would watch the baby while she go out and dance.
So let's say it's about $3 an hour. Now, the other 7 times that you say you babysat for her, tell me about them.
Okay, I babysit the baby 3 times. That was for a 1 week period.
What do you mean a 1 week period?
Okay, I babysit her for 1 week. 1 week.
What's a week? You mean for 7 days you baby?
7 days.
7 days?
Yes. I babysit her baby.
From what time to what time?
They brought the baby over on Friday. Came back the next Sunday.
You mean for a whole week they left the baby with who?
Yes, they did. Me.
With who?
Me.
Tell me about that.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
No, it's not.
My daughter right now was only 7 months. She hasn't babysat my daughter since, I say about 3-4 months now.
Did you ever leave the baby?
No, I did not.
You didn't let me finish the question. How could you answer the question if you didn't let me finish?
Well, I'm just saying, I did not. I never left my baby with a minor for a week.
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
Never.
Did you ever leave the baby with her for a week?
No, never.
Did you ever leave the baby for a couple of days?
No, never. I will always, if she watched my daughter, it would be a couple hours, time period of a couple hours, and I would go pick her up, or my husband would go pick her up.
Let me explain something to you. Tanisha?
Yes.
Your counter-suit is for $450 for babysitting. That's what you filed.
I filed
According to you,
$330.
let's make it $330 then. So that's even less. According to you, at $3 an hour, which is what you would say you were paid the last time, you would have had to have babysat for her 110 hours. No way. Now listen to me, Miss Walker. I would suggest that you try to tell your daughters that if they have a dispute with someone, they do not resolve that dispute by self-help, which is what your daughter did. Your daughter took property, she stole it. She stole it, it didn't belong to her. She had no right to take it. Absolutely no right to take it. If she had a dispute with regard to babysitting, she always has a legal recourse.
I understand what you're saying.
Good.
And that's what I told my daughter. But she felt strongly about what she did and the reason for her doing that.
Did you explain to her strongly
You
as
know,
her mother
but-
that still wasn't appropriate?
And it wasn't appropriate of her not to pay my daughter either.
Just a second. Miss Walker?
Yes.
You got a problem, madam. Your problem is if your daughter believes strongly in the virtue of her position, you have to explain to her as her mother that whether she believes strongly in it or not, she's wrong. You don't take property that doesn't belong to you because she may have a dispute with your daughter. Put your hand down. I'm not finished with you yet because we're going to get back to the boots.
Your Honor. Also, Tanisha had 2 rings that belonged to me.
Just a second.
2 rings, a pair of earrings in my boots.
And what about, well, you're absolutely right. You have 2 rings?
Yes.
Who has rings?
I have them.
You have the rings too?
Well, she let me hold them.
And she never returned them.
Well,
because what you did to my sneakers. That's why I didn't return them.
You also have her rings because of something she did to your sneakers?
Well, she let me hold them. She never asked me back. She never asked me.
Where are they?
I don't know. They lost.
Now, the rings I was willing to pay for.
Hey! What do you mean they're lost?
They're lost. I don't know where they at. I didn't wear them personally.
Now you. Why did you take her boots?
I didn't take her boots.
You were wearing her boots. It says here that you were wearing her
She
boots.
left them over my house, Your Honor. So I wore them when I left. And she never did ask me for them back. You never asked me for them back.
Just a second. Did you get back a pair of sneakers?
I had to go
to
get
throw them
them.
in the
Just a
trash.
minute. Did you get them
Yes,
back?
I did.
Did you return the rings?
The
yes
rings
or no?
Tanisha lost,
No,
I was going
just
to
a
give
second.
her.
I
No,
want you to
I
answer
didn't.
my question. Did you return the rings?
No, I didn't.
Did you return the boots?
No.
Did you return the earrings?
No.
Good. How much did you pay for the earrings, the rings, and the boots?
The earrings was $350. My 2 rings was $100 altogether, and my boots was $129.
Okay. You have receipts?
Yes, I do.
I don't want to hear from you. You're a liar. You are a liar. Among other things, you're lying
the
when you said
receipt
to
for my
me
jewelry.
that you lost the rings.
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
lose the rings.
liar. You're a liar.
I didn't.
And your mother is encouraging you.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Their mother is right now sowing the seeds of disaster with these 2 girls.
And later today,
What about the women who abuse guys financially, emotionally, every way they can, you know? And this snake right here has done that to me.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Sharon Mall Scott is suing Tiara and Tanisha Walker for stealing her boots and jewelry.
So your entire suit is for $579. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. You don't straighten your girl. I'm just telling you this. You don't straighten your girls out fast. You're going to find yourself standing in court with them a lot.
Exactly.
A lot.
Mind your business.
Hey.
See?
Shh. Don't start up with them. Her mother, their mother, is right now sowing the seeds of disaster with these 2 girls. She's already getting payback time, big time, with this one who ran away.
7 times.
This one, isn't far behind. Judgment is for the plaintiff in the amount of $579. Your counterclaim is dismissed because I don't believe a word you say.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
You better not go home.
Out the red.
And now the next case.
Parties on Malden versus Branch. Step forward, please.
37-year-old heavy equipment operator Ray Malden is suing his estranged wife, grocery clerk Catherine Branch, for stealing money orders. Catherine is countersuing Ray for taking all of their possessions.
This is not a very difficult case. I just have a few questions. Are you two people still married to each other?
Yes, we are. I filed papers for a divorce, and it's in default right now.
We both filed papers for divorce, and we're legally separated.
When did you separate?
First time, second time.
Second time.
Probably in October of '94.
Miss Branch, stop
Yes.
playing with your papers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When did you separate for the last time?
For the last time, it was in 1997, I believe. It was in January of '97. I filed papers for legal
I didn't ask you
separation.
when you filed. When did you last live together?
I have the date in my papers. It
You
was
don't
in
remember the
January.
year?
It was in January of '97, I believe.
He says 94. Did you live with him, according to you, in 97?
No.
Did you live with him?
Yes,
Madam.
I did.
Where?
No, I didn't. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm sorry. It was in '95. I apologize.
94, 95. All right. So now we
It's
understand.
in my papers.
You don't have to look. Shouldn't have to look in your papers to know when the last time you lived with your husband was. In what year? 94, 95, 97. That's a wide spread. So you've been
I
separated for
apologize.
several years. Correct?
Several years. Yeah.
He says that when he was giving you a lift somewhere, he had just purchased 2 money orders, the amount of $350 apiece,
370, ma'am.
$370, and that you stole them from his car.
Yes, I did. I took the money orders.
Well, you had no right to do that.
No, I didn't.
So then you have to give him back the money. Good. And this is a very easy case.
I have a reason why I took the money orders, ma'am, Your Honor.
There's no reason for taking money. I mean, I read this, and it's you know, you said he left you alone with a baby, and he didn't provide support, and he didn't do all these things. He didn't do all. That's what courts are for. That's why you take him to court. You take him to court for child support. You make sure that he pays it because that's the child's right to be supported.
Yes, Your Honor.
But you don't resort to self-help.
Yeah.
That's stealing.
And
How
I
many
had
children
no
do you
way.
have?
I have 2 beautiful boys by him.
Okay. You pay child support, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
How much do you pay? You should know that as quickly as you know the date that you separated.
$196.85 a week. That's for 1 child. I just was ordered my first child
That is not
back
true.
into the home. The guardianship that was over my child has been terminated. It was terminated yesterday.
What do you mean the guardianship?
There was, because our marriage was so bad, ma'am, there was a guardianship placed over my first child.
You mean the child was removed from your custody?
The child was removed
He was not removed. She abandoned him.
Just a second.
She abandoned him.
Whatever it was, the child was removed from your custody.
Yeah.
And the child by the state?
Yeah.
No.
By the courts.
Not by the courts. She abandoned him. She asked her brother to watch our son, and she left him. And I could not get custody of him because of some technology, whoever it was, some things I couldn't do. Anyway, we went to court yesterday, and she did get custody of him. But there has not been any order made yet. And I am paying child support for my second son.
According to you, he's paid.
He's paying for alimony and for the child support for our second son. And
Well, the first son wasn't with you. The first son was in placement.
No, I've been battling for my first son for the last 5 years.
I don't care whether you've been battling, you didn't have that child in your custody.
Yes, ma'am.
So he's been paying alimony and he's been paying support for the second child.
Yes, he has.
Fine, you had absolutely no right to take this $370 in checks, and that's what it totaled, correct, sir?
$370, yes, ma'am.
$370.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I know her past life, her life now, and like I see, she ain't changed nothing. Ain't nothing changed about her except this fake facade she has everyone to believe.
Now, you're countersuing for $2,500 for some items that were purchased during the marriage that he now has. What is that nonsense?
That's all the items like the washers and dryers, the
That'll be handled.
couch.
Listen to me. That'll all be handled in your judgment of divorce.
That's what I thought.
That's what
and
it
that's what I
will be.
thought, that the $370 would be handled in that area.
No,
also.
that you stole. Judgment in this case is for the plaintiff in the amount of $370. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
She's the biggest crook that I've met, that I've been involved with, you know, and it bothers me to stand here right next to her. I know her past life, her life now, and like, see, she ain't changed nothing. Ain't nothing changed about her except this fake facade she has everyone to believe.
The courts in Stanislaus County took my son from me because of the way I used to live my lifestyle, but since I have repented, and I do go to church, and I'm not perfect,
She abandoned
but you know
him.
what? The courts ordered my son to come back home.
That was offered the use of the credit card to pay for my car repairs.
So, sure, being dead, you accepted.
They were in love for 4 years, but now it's over.
Chivalry.
Wants him to pay what he owes.
So that what you're expecting me to believe, sir,
She
all up to date on the Visa and all up to date on the MasterCard.
That's what I want you to
You were all...
Girl student Wendy Hickman wants her ex-boyfriend, 30-year-old Mark Fraley, to...
Correct.
Together, what'd you give me credit cards for?
Well, we dated for almost a little over 4.5 years, and he did not have a credit card. So on occasions when he needed and
have a credit card.
I didn't want a credit card. I didn't need one.
Why didn't you? You had hers.
Didn't have hers. She had hers.
Did hers?
I didn't use hers without her being there. She was
I
there.
didn't mean that you used it. Would you use her knowledge and permission? Did you use her credit card?
We used her credit cards.
Without her. Ever use her credit card for things that was strictly for you?
Yes.
Did you?
Well, we some car repairs.
Like what? And that was for your car?
Right.
So you did need a credit card for your car repairs?
At the situation, I didn't really need a credit card. I could have paid for it myself cash, but it was, well, the use of the credit card to pay for my car repairs.
So,
offered.
Being dead, you accepted.
Well, that's a different type of, I wouldn't say that. I'd say that the money was supposed to be used towards a vacation that I was going to be going on with the plaintiff. Money was...
How much did you charge on her credit card for your car repair?
About $850.
How much did you pay
that
for
would be
it?
actually incorrect.
Okay. How much did he pay?
How much?
For the car repairs. How much
well,
did he charge on your credit card for the car repairs?
For the car repairs, how much did he pay? $100.
And how much of that did you pay?
I'd say I paid probably all.
About $14.
Show me.
I can't show you. I can show you what I did pay, though. I can show you what I've all of it. There's basically, the plaintiff had my checkbook. She wrote checks for me, paid over the year. She just said, okay, well, this is what we're paying, this is what I'm paying, and I just to pay.
Let me just see, sir, your checks for June.
There you go. Continue.
Okay. June.
And this is a statement, you know, paid 908. Your Honor, basically through our relationship, I paid everything.
What are you showing me here?
Those are copies. I couldn't get canceled checks in time. The bank sent me the paid for statements. So I'm showing you a bank statement, and as well as a wrong check ledger, which shows that I paid 908.
I'm not
Copy of my
check ledger, sir. Okay. Now, what about Visa? Interested in you? You see the charges on Visa for his car.
They're right here. And I have payments. I mean,
let me.
This is from October of '95 until July of '96. He was accredited in the red. Those are his payments. So I gave him full credit for everything that he and there's or paid. I just want what he owes me plus the interest. It's accrued since. Did. I agree that it's pretty lame that he charged.
Very lame. Very lame. And nobody's
It wasn't a matter of me charged on her card. It's like, I want this, I'm charged on
Lame.
Credit card.
and you're paying for it.
Okay. You owe her some money for the car.
The credit card?
There.
But these other charges, I mean, are his that he made.
Repairs.
Did she?
I would not have said that, yes, go ahead and use my credit
Your
card
Honor,
and I'll pay for this.
On the Your
That-
Honor's bill that she breaks down for June, does she break down what would be my charges and her charges?
Mm-hmm.
American Express, wouldn't she want to do that throughout our relationship on the American Express bill that I paid?
Why?
We always do.
Just a second.
Okay, what? Yeah.
She did.
No.
But maybe she did it in this month because, you know, you don't break up. Why? Sir, things start going bad in the months before that.
A couple years before that.
Right? Well, they overnight a relationship longer than you should have. So. You know, people have to be smart, and you stayed with men and women. You don't commingle these assets and expect somebody else, court, both waste their time going through a 5-year relationship, separates to Kleenex and who bought toilet paper and whether it was his toilet paper or your Kleenex. That's just not going to happen. Who bought, you look like an intelligent young woman. You don't let somebody else use happen matter. You
I
know,
took his word. I thought he
dating
would
for
pay.
4.5 years isn't being married.
I realize.
Your credit card. Why after 4.5 years weren't you married?
Realize that?
Huh?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Mr. Fraley.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. So, up in June.
In July.
In July of 1996. So you broke?
Yes.
What I would like you to do is, assuming that this was valid, correct? It is not. But assuming it was, I just want you to take out the sheet evidence of payments that you made on the Visa and MasterCard on or after of 1996.
None.
All right. So that what you're in July to believe, sir,
Said everything was paid prior.
is that you were all up to date, expecting me on the Visa and all up to date on the MasterCard. If that's what you want me to believe.
That's what I want you to believe.
No way. No way.
Your Honor, breakups are
No.
I mean, through our 4-year relationship, I paid for, and I think the plaintiff will agree that I never good financially took care of her when we went out.
I would disagree.
Well, she can disagree, basically, but since I was making more money than her, I took more of the financial burden, if you'd like, and that was understood.
Except, sir, that when you broke up, there was an $8,000 bill.
And okay.
That was a debt. That was a debt that
wasn't my $8,000.
due on Visa. Well, but a good portion, at least a portion of it, sir, was yours. A portion of it here has repairs which were extensive, and you were making minimum payments due on the account. Your car, and you break up and you decide, well, I don't have to make minimum payments anymore on the account. I'm not going to make another payment. So that, which is exactly what you did, because there is nothing in your ledger to suggest that after you kissed each other on the account, you made one additional payment, which is really sort of outrageous.
I never
for the goodbye.
Money I paid all along now.
Well, that's your problem.
You know how much.
Judy continues in a moment.
I do believe him when he says that he paid for certain things.
Judge Judy.
Otherwise, you would have been a jerk to stay with him since he was earning 4 times as much as you were, right? In cash. Good.
And later today.
You don't, sir, ask your
Yes.
friend to step up to the mic so that you can do fisticuffs with him. It's like her boy. Dumber. Dumb and
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Wendy Hickman wants her ex-boyfriend, Mark Fraley, to pay her back for credit while they were together.
she's suing you for half of this $8,000. And
For the use of
half of it is yours. But I certainly think that your car repairs are yours. I don't even know. There are a lot of other charges here that are substantial, big ones. You know, did you go to Houma Lodge and Houma, California together? You went together and you charged that on the credit card, $232, right?
Yeah, we did. I paid it.
You paid.
Okay, she would charge something. I'd bring cash, and I'd pay cash. She charged it.
Who would you pay cash to?
I'd pay cash for everything else. It wasn't a matter of, okay, let's throw everything on the credit card. Around penniless.
Oh, just a second. I understand. You went to this lodge, and how long?
I wasn't walking.
Lodge.
Two nights.
Yeah, 2 nights.
2 nights. But truth is, I see what you mean. The lodge is paid for on here, but you also had to eat. People. I assume you didn't go skiing or whatever.
I have my own money. It's not like penniless.
No, but if he was with you, so I assume he paid. Cash.
No, not necessarily. I went.
You know something? Truth of the matter is, I don't necessarily believe you. I think that you put some things on your credit card, either some things that are clearly his bills. But according to this, you did go on vacation, certain things you put on the credit card. But if you look down the same dates, they're on vacation dates. They're like for restaurants, going out to eat, so that he probably paid some of no cash, and you put some of the stuff on your credit card. And whether that balanced itself out of the meals and 50 is anybody's guess. You still had an $8,000 nut. 50-50. Nobody is going to figure this out. Certainly, I am not going to award you $4,000. Believe him when he says that he paid for certain things in cash. Otherwise, you would have been a jerk to stay with him since he was, because I do times as much as you were, right?
Yes.
Good. So I don't think you look like a jerk. So I'm awarding you $4,000. Consider yourself lucky. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
$1,000.
I was helping him out. He didn't have the money. He didn't have the credit to get a credit. So I allowed him to use it.
I was making 4 times as much, so how come I didn't have the money?
Credit card? I don't know. Good question. You just don't say on good faith that I'm going to pay you back. You do it. That's just wrong.
Oh, but it's okay to take and take and take, and then that's all right.
And you don't twist a view of our relationship.
And now the next case.
He's on Welton versus Lunaria Restaurant. Step forward, please. All parties.
Harmonica virtuoso Danny Welton is suing restaurant owner Bernard Jacques for not paying for his performance. Bernard claims the harmonica player's rude behavior caused customers to leave.
Mr. Welton,
Yes, ma'am.
Rude behavior.
play the harmonica.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
You do that for a living?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
You, your complaint, you had a contract with the defendant to play at his restaurant. You
We had a verbal agreement.
According to...
Because I...
Am I speaking? You had a contract with the defendant to play at his restaurant.
Yes, ma'am.
You played there.
Yes, ma'am.
He didn't...
That's right.
That's what this case is about.
That's right.
He's got a defense, pay you. You didn't play and you cost him money. So, and he said it was an oral one. How much were you supposed to be paid?
Initially, my band was...
You agreed?
$350 for the band. I was supposed to get 80% of all covers. And also, I was supposed to be reimbursed 5% I took out in the Hollywood Reporter. I got burst for an... Also, something very important and very dear to me, he was supposed to feed my... and gave them nothing. Nothing.
No, that's not true. Even according to you, he gave him something.
Band, and
he gave him stale pizza.
Yeah, well, stale pizza. That was nothing.
According to you, they ate it.
They spit it... Well, actually, they spit it out.
Mr. Welton, let me explain something to you, sir. We are not going to proceed and play with each other.
Yes, ma'am.
This was for this performance?
A one-night engagement.
And how many one night you're supposed to do in that one night?
2.
And did you do the first one? Shows?
Yes, ma'am, and it was packed.
Packed. And then there was a problem, to you, sir, with the second performance. So why don't you tell me? According...
There was a drunken lady in the audience who started to heckle me.
What did she say about it?
You know, I'll be honest with you, Judge. I do not recall exactly. If I were to say, it would be wrong.
Okay, so you started shouting things.
That's right.
How long have you been
exactly
a performer, sir?
All my life. Since
So
I'm 3 years old.
I assume that performers do this sort of thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
And
what
I
did
know
you
how
do?
to handle them.
You've had people do.
I start throwing lines back at her.
So what'd you...
To keep her quiet, hoping that would squelch. And her boyfriend got mad at me and threatened to charge the problem. And I said, come on. You know, he was going to the microphone. I was, you know, I wasn't going to back off. I've never taken a come up there backwards in my entire life.
So what happened?
Bernard, half a step show at that point.
Bernard, you closed the show down when that's...
We closed the
we were forced to.
Shh. You closed down the show. Is that right?
Your
What's
Honor.
happening? Very smart. Exactly the right thing to do. So what happened next?
Well, that many people there because it's kind of an early type. Actually, there weren't. You get your big crowd the first show, and sometimes I noticed that there's supper class second show. The first 2 times I played there, there wasn't even a second show.
Oh, you played there before?
Never even before.
Did he pay you?
Yes, the first time everything went twice. The second time he broke his agreement with me. He did not pay me the cover charges. Well.
But you went back for a third time.
Well, I gave him another chance. You know, I'm a sucker that way.
A sucker who never backs down.
That's right. I'm kind of an all-day, not back down sucker.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Mr. Welton marched bars screaming profanity that he was not going on until he was introduced because he's very around the bar and he doesn't do things this way. Big star.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Harmonica virtuoso Danny Welton is suing restaurant owner Bernard for not paying for his performance.
You didn't pay him.
Correct.
You didn't pay him anything.
Not even a...
Correct? No, he gave you stale pizza, Mr. Welton.
A biscuit.
Mr. Jacoby, tell me why you didn't pay him at all.
The agreement was for 3 shows, like every entertainer. You know, Once we had to reimburse the people that were there, and we had to turn away. Only did one.
People for the second show.
For the second show.
For the cover charge.
That's correct.
Reimburse the people.
And we had to turn away all the people that are coming for the second and third show. We had to close the bar. We lost bar revenue, and we lost show revenue. In addition to that, his manager that's his present had a tab for $80. Here it is, and he signed it saying he was going to pay it. The following day, he never did come and pay it.
Well, that's not his problem. He is not his manager's key.
Presenting Mr. Weldon. And in leaving the property, we have, he was here. He assaulted our maitre d'. We have the copy of the security witness police report here. And it doesn't
Who's the maitre d'?
I am.
And
what is your name?
Gerard Buck.
You have a complaint filed against this? Step up, sir. This gentleman for assault?
I did file a complaint, yes.
How did he assault you?
On the way.
Against this?
He elbowed me very hard and kicked me.
That is not true.
I then called out. Security made a report and then filed a complaint with the police. Made a report. We called the department.
Were you escorting him off forcefully?
No, the police. You can't go near him. I mean, you know, he's out of control. No,
Your Honor?
You are the manager?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
You drink a lot.
Pardon? If I may? No, that wasn't just for me. That was for other people in the audience.
Well, you drink a lot. Buying.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Why didn't you pay the bill?
Because that he's not going to pay us. And I said, you can deduct it from what you owe us. Because he said...
Oh, was that what you said?
That's exactly what I said to him.
Oh, so you told him to deduct $80
from the amount of money
from the $300...
Well, we had the 88... Your Honor, if I may explain.
Sure.
It's a 20 showroom with a large bar off to the right-hand side of the performance. A small and a large restaurant that opens up during the performances. Performers.
Just a second. What is your last name?
Edel, Your Honor. E-D-E-L-L.
Mr. Reed.
Your Honor.
Were you there when this incident occurred with this lady heckler?
Absolutely.
Edel. Well, didn't you tell Mr. Welton that he behaved totally inappropriately?
Absolutely. I don't believe he did behave inappropriately.
He did.
This man threatened him bodily.
No, he didn't threaten.
No, I don't. Oh, no, Your Honor.
Mr. Edel, just pay attention to me,
Surely.
sir. Him until he's not a comedian.
Yes, I am.
He's a You are?
He's a stand-up comedian, Your Honor. A comedian.
Listen to me.
Yes, sir, ma'am.
When you're performing, you're in somebody else's house. You, sir, are in his house. You're in some...
Ma'am.
He has invited guests into his house.
Yes, ma'am. A couple of drunken ones.
That's possible. You weren't playing, sir, in a church. You were playing in a bar, and somebody was behaving badly.
Excuse me.
Don't restaurant. Excuse me. I don't excuse you. Pay attention. Say you don't have to be a genius to figure this out. You just have to use a little common sense. If somebody is drunk in the audience, then what you do is not to have that escalate into a dangerous situation. As you try for you, for the other patrons, for members of the band, dangerous. If a situation appears to be escalating, then you use good management, not that male macho testosterone that judged about so much lately. You walk off the stage, I've heard, and you approach the owner or the manager, and you say, lady out there heckling me. I just taken a quick break. See what you can do about this lady. There's this, I can't continue to perform. You don't, sir. Because it's her boyfriend to step up to the mic so that you can do fisticuffs with him. Ask.
No, he invited himself up to the mic.
I know you said, come on up here.
Well.
You know, it's like Dumb and Dumber.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
You're supposed to be in charge. You're
Sober
supposed
as a
to
judge.
exercise good judgment. And good judgment is not closing down the show because you invite to come up to the stage somebody who is probably drunk because he's with a drunk somebody, according to you.
Well, he charged the stage, so I said, come on, you know.
Lady, you know, Mr. Welton, you keep changing your story. I want to tell you something. You told me your story. You said, I don't from anything. He says, I'm going to come up there, and you said, come on. Dumb, back away. Your case is dismissed. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next, Judy.
Excuse me.
It was profane language.
Next judge.
And he wanted someone to go up and introduce him. He said, I'm a very big star and I don't go on. And
I'm never belligerent to an audience. I've been a professional entertainer. I've sold millions of records. I think Judge Judy jumped to conclusions on this, but that's okay. Millions of records. There's a God in heaven, and as sure as he's there, Bernard will get hit because days. Is one of these.
চোখ নাক মুখ কান খোলা রেখে কাজ করবি, নাহলে এমন এমন ভূত পাবি তখন সমস্যা হয়ে যাবে। এসব জায়গায় ভূত গেলে না আমরা পুরো একদম ইসলামপুর ডাইরেক্ট হসপিটাল।
এখানে মহকুমা আছে তো?
তাহলে মহকুমা আছে, দেখে শুনুন।
এই আমাদের মিস্ত্রি। মনিটাইজ করতে হবে, ভিডিওটা করে আপলোড করে দেবো। কি করতে হবে? Kayaknya tak masih sekolah. Tara.
Oh.
Sto parlando
শুধু বাঁদিকের লেভেলটা ঠিক থাকলেই এদিকে দেখবে মিলে গেছে। বাঁদিকের ওই লেভেলটা দেখবে, দেখে নেবে ঠিক, তা দেখবে মিলে গেছে। ওই লেভেলে লাগিয়েছিল আর কি।
আগে তো জাম করে দিচ্ছি না কিন্তু হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে দেখো দেখো খুব মাস
হ্যাঁ দাঁড়াও
This is all of the even that all of the এখন ছোট 5 মিনিট আগে দেখো तो चैप्टर वाले बना रे चैप्टर मान लिखा होगा आकाश आरो खाड़ा बना करी Yes, 8, 2, 3. Itu udah bisa lagi. Yes. Kalau jam itu masa lupa tadi. Udah masalah.
जिंदगी में किसी को नहीं अपना ना मिला, प्यार जिनको किया वो ही मुझे धोखा दिया, गलती से फिर भी उनको मैंने मौका दिया, बदले में क्या विश्वास को मेरा तोड़ दिया, मजबूर नहीं मैं क्या, कमजोर नहीं मैं क्या, प्यार करना सबसे बड़ी गलती है तो ये कसूर नहीं तो और क्या, अफसोस है ये मेरा जिसको दिल से चाहा, मतलब से चलती थी वो इसीलिए मुझको छोड़ दिया, दिन रात बहुत रोया, सोचा क्या क्या मैंने खोया, कोई भी नहीं था सच में जो आज भी भूल नहीं पाया, जिंदगी में किसी को नहीं अपना ना मिला, प्यार जिनको किया वो ही मुझे धोखा दिया, गलती से फिर भी उनको मैंने मौका दिया, बदले में क्या विश्वास को मेरा तोड़ दिया, एक दिन मेरा सब कुछ था, आज कुछ भी नहीं रहा, और मेरे जिंदगी में आके मेरे फीलिंग्स को तू क्यों ऐसे तोड़ दिया, जैसे मुझको छोड़ दिया, मेरे दिल को तोड़ दिया, एक दिन आएगा जिस दिन तुझको कोई मेरे जैसा रुलाएगा, फायदों से चलती है तू, आज बदल गया है तू, वादा किया था एक दिन साथ में रहेगी, बेवफा निकली आज तू, जिंदगी में किसी को नहीं अपना ना मिला, प्यार जिनको किया वो ही मुझे धोखा दिया, गलती से फिर भी उनको मैंने मौका दिया, बदले में क्या विश्वास को मेरा तोड़